Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
Hey, I'm Jeremiah.
And I'm Braden, and we are Brothers Bin Blasting, your bin blasting all-stars.
A unique sanitizing service begins right after your local trash collection. With a scheduled pickup time and location, we arrive promptly to clean your bins on the spot.
Our advanced 360-degree cleaning heads and pressurized water heated to over 200 degrees ensures a powerful blast blasting away 99% of all germs and bacteria. Visit our website at brosbinblasting.com and use code GETBLASTED to receive 50% off your first cleaning.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality. Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle with True Performance Fitness. I'm one of the owners here. True Performance Fitness as a whole, we brought this gym to the area and we wanted to bring every walk of fitness in one building. So that's exactly what we did. We have strongman, powerlifting, bodybuilding, CrossFit. We have posing rooms, a full turf, a full track outside. We even have a basketball court. We wanted everything to be under one roof. So that's just kind of the thing that we did. We also went out and we made sure that we got top of the line equipment. We also make sure that all the pads and everything are getting replaced and all the machines are being taken care of properly. That's just something we strive to do for this community. We also like to give back to the community with donations, fundraisers, and other stuff for like kids and the families around. So that's just kind of who we are as a gym, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys.
This is Jimmy, General Manager at Ameritech Tire and Auto, here to serve you with all your auto repair and service needs. We are a family-owned business serving our community since 2003. We work on all makes and models from vintage cars and trucks to collectors to today's latest, newest vehicles. So stop in and see us at one of our 2 locations. See you soon.
And welcome into 2025 EPAC Media Day presented by Home Team Sports TV for girls and boys basketball. Here today, we're at Washington High School, the home of the Patriots, and we'll be having the Martinsburg girls up first to do their media day. Again, they're coached by Ronnie Fitzpatrick, and they also have Alea Weimer, Ziana Lomax, and then we have Tiana Santa Maria up here today. And Coach, I'll start with you.
Sure.
Again, I'm Drew Pitzer. That is Luke Wiggs. It's Bill Cawley. Nate Monroe. We have another columnist, J.D. Fritz, who's just not here quite yet. But again, coming off a 15-6 record last year, obviously you ended up with the 4 seed. And that could have been controversial in some people's eyes. How do you guys look to bounce back this year and try to get your way back into Charleston?
I think the biggest thing for us has been the offseason. The girls have devoted a ton of time and a ton of effort, whether it was on the track, whether it was in the weight room. They've just been committed to getting better and improving. And I think we've had an amazing offseason, so I'm excited about what's to come.
I appreciate that. I'll go ahead and pass this over to Luke Wiggs. Again, he is from the Panhandle Division Network.
Coach, you brought these 3 players with you for a reason. Why is it?
Well, so these 3 actually were members of the All-EPAC team. Alea Weimer was actually first team as a freshman. Ziana Lomax was also second team as a freshman. And then Tiana Santa Maria as a junior. So that's one of the reasons why I brought them. But they emulate what we want to be. They compete at every level. all times of the day. Our practices are extremely competitive. These three go after each other and their teammates every day. So they emulate who we want to be.
Perfect. And I'll go ahead and pass it over to Nick Monroe. He is from Home Team Sports TV.
Tiana, you being the oldest in the off season, what is the biggest thing that you think your team needed to improve for you guys to take the next step?
Definitely coming together and being as one union, as having a lot of transfers from different schools, kind of just getting everyone as one.
And what does that look like? Are you guys spending more time together, or is it like outside of basketball? Is it more team bonding, trying to build that chemistry?
So over the summer we had a team camp. During that we spent a lot of time together, getting to know each other, learning things about each other, and then we also spent time outside of that, hanging out, just finding anything to do together.
Perfect. Now go ahead and give this over to Bill Cawley. He's from the Spirit of Jefferson.
Coach, there's been a lot of changes in the basketball tournament setup. Most notably, fast forward, there are only two regions, the North and the South. You know, it's not going to be any easier. It might be a little more complicated. So how are you approaching the season, knowing you now are in two regions instead of four?
Well, and really the biggest thing is the approach is the same way. Each game is each game. You know, we're not overlooking anybody, not jumping ahead. I think that the one thing that we would have liked the ability to do would be to make sure we schedule everybody from our region. We didn't have the ability to do that with it kind of being a little bit of a later start. But we're going to handle it. If we do what we're supposed to do on the court and we perform the way that we're supposed to perform, then we'll give ourselves the right opportunity.
Perfect. And I'll go ahead and take over right here. And I have two questions. I got one for you, Coach, and I got one for you, Diana. So, Coach, obviously, you know, you're speaking on trying to get to the tournament. You know, right now we're in December. It's December 4th, so it's still 6
We're not worried about tournament right now.
So what is your kind of your daily mantra for your team to try to make sure that they're getting better every single day? What is something that you preach on?
Compete. Every drill, everything we do, it's about being able to compete. And the beautiful thing right now, and I've been coaching for a good bit of time, but I haven't had a lot of teams that enjoy competing the way that they do. I mean, day in and day out at practice, they're bickering back and forth in a lighthearted manner to where it's fun, but if T blocks Z shot, oh Lord, the gym's going to erupt, but in the right way. And they know that they're helping make each other better. So that's really been the biggest thing, is our work ethic gives us the ability to, in our eyes, be more lucky. So if we bust our tails day in and day out, we play good, sound defense, then we will give ourselves a good chance.
For sure. And Zion, you are a senior, correct? This year? Are you going to be a senior this year?
No, sir, I'm a sophomore.
So sophomore, and then are you going to be a senior this year?
Yes.
So you're the senior this year. Okay, so the question is actually directed toward you. Obviously, you still have an extremely good team.
No, and this is my baby. So the day I walked into Martinsburg, we've been together the whole time.
Wow.
Me and her and Ayers Hicks. So
wow, that's so I mean, you guys already see the special bond that you have with Coach. But you know, if you could describe your teammates really in one word and what they mean to you, go ahead and do so.
Definitely family.
I like that. So that's really traditional. I mean, a lot of people say that we have a family, we have a culture, but what does that mean to you? Like, what is the true definition of that?
If anything were to go bad with anyone on the team, like, I would see, like, if something were to bad happen to me, Alea would be right there, Z would be right there. We're always there to have each other's backs.
Okay. I like that. That's a really interesting perspective, and I'll go ahead and hand it over to you.
Yeah, a couple back-to-back real quick. Tiana, the first girls basketball game I did when I moved out here was your freshman year. Mm-hmm. And I'm assuming the expectations for you have changed now that you're going into your senior season. Do you feel as though you've taken on more of a leadership role?
Definitely. So from my freshman year, coming in and being a starter, it was a lot and definitely was pressure. But moving forward and growing up, I've learned a lot more and know how to be a true leader and help the younger ones and lead them.
And then, Alea, to that point, you got significant playing time as a freshman. Going into your sophomore season, from a skill standpoint, specific skill you worked on in the offseason?
Wait.
Skill.
What did we work on? Oh, we definitely working on like ball handling and stuff, and finishing to the basket.
Well, one more question to that point, Natalie. I mean, we always kind of say that the EPAC for girls basketball is a really physical conference compared to the rest of the league. Is that hard as someone that's trying to handle the ball? You see a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it is a little hard when they're all up in your face, but no, just got to get past it.
Like that. Nate?
Leah, Coach brought you up here. You're very young, so obviously he has a lot of trust in you as a leader. What have you taken steps further to be a leader? Because being a leader, they're looking at you for everything that you do is being watched. So being young, what have you done to really step into that role?
Like probably communicating to the teammates and demonstrate, like at practice, like demonstrating stuff for the newer people.
And have you been able to look up to her?
Definitely.
Definitely. A lot, and I'm guessing you're pretty much close.
Yeah.
The closest ones. So, and outside of leadership, I would say, what do you guys think you have worked on the most? That's outside of just the leadership, but what skill set do you think is going to separate you from the rest of the region this year that you work with?
I would say like our work ethic. Yeah, we work really hard day in, day out. I really think it's going to take us far.
It's really, again, getting back to what I asked earlier, again, it's going to be, looks like it's going to be a lot tougher now, 2 regions instead of 4 teams. What's it going to take to get to that step to be able to go to Charleston, given that you have 2 regions instead of 4?
I think the biggest thing is just us performing game in and game out. It's the same vote concept. So when you perform game in and game out, you put yourself on display. It's going to make it really hard not to vote for you to be the seed where you should be. And we plan on giving the right effort, just like Z just stated, the work ethic. We plan on playing great sound defense, pressure all game long, and hopefully that puts us in the right spot.
So one more question from all of us again, and this is kind of a two-parter, but I'll start with you guys first. Any one of you guys can answer, but who is the funniest player on the team?
Oh.
So she's the clown. Okay, what makes her so funny? What type of humor does she have?
She has a lot of energy. And
her energy at practice is like
it hypes everybody up.
And Coach, what do you think that means to you guys, especially when you're already speaking, your players speak on family and culture? What do you think having that humor in the room really does for your team?
It's huge. It's really, sometimes you can really look at the energy being more important than the skill. What Z and they're being modest. These two are clowns in their own demeanor, and there's more that aren't here. If I could have bought all 14, I would have bought all 14. But that energy, that vibe, even if it's in a sprint, a 17, a suicide, no matter what it is. I heard, just yesterday, Z screaming, come on, guys, come on, guys, come on. I know Coach is going to make us run. Come on, guys, come on, guys. So that type of energy, that type of effort, it builds a culture, that we love. It helps them get better. It helps me be a good coach, really.
For sure. Coach, this is the most uncertainty, I think, for me going into a girls' basketball season because of how many graduations.
Sure.
King's gone at Spring Mills. The backcourt here at Washington's gone. Jasmine Morris is gone.
Yeah.
Do you kind of feel as though it's a wide open field for the EPAC for girls' basketball this year? You got 6 really good teams.
Yeah, no, it's listen, the EPAC's going to be tough. Game in and game out. The student sections will be packed. It's going to be competitive game in and game out. We always feel like we can compete. Every year, every team that I've always had, we always going to feel like we can compete. And there's no difference this year. So we will come ready to play all 10 of those games and be ready.
Coach, last question I'll ask
Sure.
is obviously the expectations you guys have, just talking to you, I can hear that the expectations are up there. How do you manage to get every single person on the same page to understand that any given game can really cost you that vote, and you have to be locked in every single game of the season?
Well, and you're exactly right. It's not skipping any games. Right now our main focus is Petersburg on next Tuesday. That's all we can focus on. That's all we have to make sure that we're ready for. We'll dial into the scout. We'll dial into everything that we need to do to handle that game. And there's Dominion after that, and then it's right back to Hampshire after that. So, yeah, one game at a time, and we'll be all right.
My final question for Z, this is a fun little question. Who's your favorite WNBA player?
Favorite WNBA player? I think I gotta go with, oh my goodness, I can't forget her name. Huh?
I like Narkeisha Collier. She's tough.
It's Coleman. I'm trying to think of her name.
What team?
Coleman. I think it's the Aces. Or Sydney Colson.
Oh,
Sydney Colson.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, extremely
yes.
tough. Yeah. Like that.
And again, we appreciate you, Coach Fitzpatrick. We had Leia Weimer, Zion Lomax, and then we had Deanna Santa Maria up here today for Martinsburg High School. Again, they were 15-6 last year and they're 4th in the regular season. So again, we really appreciate you guys. We want to wish you guys good luck going into the rest of the season. And up next, we have Jefferson girls. They'll be approaching here shortly. Again, thank you guys for tuning in to the EPAC Media Day presented by HTS TV.
Thanks for having us so much.
Thank you.
And our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
Looking to enhance the beauty of your outdoor space? Look no further than R&L Landscapes. We understand that your outdoor space is more than just a yard. It's a place where memories are made with loved ones and where you find peace and tranquility. Our team of professionals will work closely with you to bring your vision to life. From expert design and installation to meticulous maintenance, we are committed to delivering breathtaking results that will make your neighbors green with envy. With our state-of-the-art equipment, we guarantee exceptional craftsmanship that will withstand the test of time. Contact R&L Landscapes today and let us turn your dreams into reality.
I understand that each client is unique and has their own real estate needs. Whether you are buying, selling, renting, or a seasoned investor, I got your back. My name is Cheryl Yates, an award-winning realtor with ERA Liberty Realty.
I've known Cheryl Yates for over 30 years now, and I've always found her to be the consummate real estate professional. On a personal level, Cheryl has handled 3 sales for us over the past 15 years or so and has done an excellent job on each and every one of them. She communicates extremely well, and you never have to worry about where you're at in the sales process.
What I like about Cheryl is she's dependable, she's on time, she's flexible, and she works hard to get the job done. We had our sales very quickly through Cheryl Yates. Whatever your real estate needs may be, remember me. I'm the key to buying or selling your home.
Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Home Team Sports TV. Again, This is 2025 EPAC Media Day. Up next, we have the Jefferson girls, coached by Coach Hott. Again, Coach Hott, you were at Hedgesville last year as a JV boys head coach. What is the biggest transition for you going from boys basketball to now girls basketball?
Thankfully, I was coaching girls basketball prior to coaching boys basketball. I also coached the Hedgesville girls team for a year under Matt Faircloth. So it was nice staying in that same environment. But definitely coaching boys and girls can be different from the aspect of not just boys versus girls, but from being under Kelly Church. He's got a very specific structure to his program, and it was phenomenal to learn under him. I learned a lot as a coach in that season with him, so I was really grateful for that. And the boys made that transition a lot easier. You know, they were just a bunch of goofy guys ready to play basketball, so it was a fun family atmosphere for sure. And like I said, I learned so much under Kelly Church. I'm super grateful for that season.
Thank you so much.
Coach, in a dream scenario, offensively and defensively, how do you want to play?
Of course. So, and the girls can attest to this, we work very hard in practice. We are all about competing, and we're looking to take that to our games. I joke with them that our practices should be harder than a game. So I'm hoping that we can take that mentality into our games. And we're a very family-oriented program, so I'm looking to take that to our offense and defense as well, that we're going to work hard in what we're doing, but we're also there for each other.
This is for Cameron.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the same question I asked the Martinsburg people. 4 regions, you're now 2 regions. You think it's going to make it tougher for you guys to get allowed to get to the state tournament?
Yes and no. I think the competition is definitely it's way broader, so it's definitely going to be more of a challenge, but not a challenge that we're not ready for. So.
Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think I agree with her. It's going to be a challenge. We have so many good teams and just in the EPAC, but now that it's just 2 regions, we have even more teams that we have to go up against. So I think it'll be very tough, but it's a good challenge.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And we talked about that a lot. Of course, it is my first season at Jefferson, so everything is new. And I'm not naive to think we're going to go through some growing pains. But I think that's a positive thing. If we're not growing, then we're not getting better. And I think that identity is going to be super important for us to keep that positive mindset that we are going to hit some bumps in the road. And like I said, everything is new. But that's okay. That's not a bad thing. So going through those growing pains together, if we got better, even 1% each day, then it's a win.
I would say trusting each other. Definitely trusting each other. Like, just with the ball, off the ball, like, just in the game, any scenario, I feel like if the more that we trust each other and, like, can depend on each other, then the better we are overall for, like, any game scenario.
So I have 2 questions, one for you, Kid from Cameron, and I also have one for you, Coach. Coach, I'll start with you. Obviously, you're coming from working with Kelly Church and his system that he runs, and the system is the system there. You know, coming here, again, I'm not asking you to give away any of your style or schemes. What are you trying to look to run offensively and also defensively?
Absolutely. So I'm looking to implement a program that is structured, but also gives these girls the ability to use their skill. The EPAC has tremendous talent at all the schools, and the ability to use what they are good at should be what I'm doing. So I'm taking those strengths and implementing them into some structure with a little bit of freedom, for sure. And then additionally, defensively, and they know this, I'm a big defense person. Like, that is where my heart lies. As a player, that's where my heart was too. So I have this, I call it the 2/3 rule, that they need to do 2 of these 3 things every day. They need to have effort, energy, or a good attitude, and it's impossible to not have a productive day when you follow that. So as long as that is being incorporated into our games and our offense and defense, I think we're going to have a good time.
Perfect. I love that effort, energy, and attitude to control the controllables.
Exactly.
Cameron and Kendall, and I'm going to give you an opportunity to speak. Kendall, what is your favorite attribute about Cameron and Kendall?
I like how she has she never stops on a play. She has so much stamina, so much endurance. She just keeps going. When I play her in practice, it is so hard to just get by her.
I do
just
that on
keep
purpose.
up with her on hdefense. It's so hard.
Make each other better.
Okay, Kendall. I would say that she is my biggest competitor in practice, so I always try to go with her or one other girl, but I usually try to go with one of the best girls on the team, and she always pushes me. She never goes easy on me, so I always can actually get better and not just get you know what I mean? I actually am getting progressive. Yeah.
Sure, I appreciate that.
Coach, when you're building a program and building a culture, rivalries are a big part of that, and obviously you want to be a rival with every team in your conference, but specifically here in Jefferson County, we're sitting in the lair of your biggest rivals. Washington's kind of dominated this series the last couple of years. You see that as an opportunity to motivate the girls want to be the best team in Jefferson County, then the best team in the EPAC, then the best team in the state, right?
Absolutely. I think everybody has that goal no matter where they are. But like I said, everything about this program is brand new. And like I said, it's going to come with some growing pains, whether it is against the Washington or Martinsburg or whoever, or against ourselves. And so as long as we are growing, what matters to me is within those four walls of our practice and what we can take to our games, no matter who's in front of us. Of course, I like to win. I think, all coaches like to win. So we're going to do our absolute best to handle some business.
Getting away from the EPAC schedule, looking at your non-conference games, who's going to be your toughest opponent?
I think, at this point, I'm going to say every opponent's going to be a tough opponent. Everything is brand new this year, and that includes our first two games back-to-back next week, Monday, Tuesday, Oakdale and Allegheny. Two very disciplined teams, two very good teams coached by very good coaches. So, right from the bat, we're getting after it.
For leadership, I was never a good leader before. For leadership, I was never a good leader before, from my freshman year to now. So, building off of, talking more and communicating and just having someone, being an inspiration to other people, you know what I mean? Because they need someone to look up to. That's, the biggest thing for me.
Your turn? Okay. For, the off-season part, I think we've both been working out together. We've both been getting better. We've played a lot over the summer, over the spring, and I think sharpening each other has been a big tool for us, and it'll show in the season.
And if I can add, their teammates were able to vote who came to media day. I had no say in who came today. So the fact that their teammates voted for them to be here, I think says a lot about them and a lot about our program. I couldn't be happier with whoever was picked, but the fact that these two, they are leaders in our program, and their teammates saw that enough to tell them, hey, these two need to be there to represent our program. So I'm very proud of the culture we're building, starting with that.
One more question from each of the columns. Again, Coach, this one is for you. Everybody wants to win the state championship, win a conference championship. That's obviously your ultimate goal. But what would you claim to be a successful season for you, regardless of the wins and losses? What would you consider a success?
I'm really big on them developing as student athletes. Of course, there is a life outside of sports. We all hang it up someday, unfortunately. I think if I could still be out there with them, I definitely would. But my goal is for them to be able to handle adversity successfully, whether it is on the court or in life. And a successful season to me is watching them go through these growing pains that we're going to have. Not that we might have, that we are going to have, because, it's a long season and every team goes through them. So if I see them grow and be able to handle adversity successfully together, I think that is a successful season for me.
Kendall, watching you last season, it seemed as though offensively you always had the green light to shoot.
I
Do
did.
you feel as though there's an impetus for you to be a player that can hit and take tough shots for this team?
Yes, I have always prided myself shooting the three, and she has let
Let it fly, baby.
Let me
So, and to that point, just based on what I've seen you play, Kendall, but Cameron, from what we just heard from Coach, it sounds as though there's almost like you're the defensive leader of this team to more of the offensive leader of the team with Kendall next to you. Do you kind of feel the same way?
Yeah, for sure. I never really was confident with basketball, like with coming in with offense, but Coach and my teammates especially have helped me so much this year to like build that. So, yeah.
Favorite WNBA players?
Oh.
Okay.
Only one?
Okay. Only one?
Only one, Kendall.
Only one? Okay. I mean, obviously somebody like me is going to say Caitlin Clark. Every time. But, the girl that just came from Alabama, she was drafted, Sarah Ashley. Oh, my, I was watching her play against Maryland, and
you're getting Kendall real happy now.
She had like a 40, 50-point game. Insane. And Paige, obviously.
I was going to say Paige.
Sabrina Eskew is probably my
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Love Sabrina, too. Love Sabrina, too.
I would say Paige Beckers. Paige Beckers, yeah.
I love it.
Question for you, too. You guys have a new coach. I would say, I'll ask him, what is one thing that you have seen that has stuck out with you guys?
I think that she welcoming us in, she's made us very comfortable, but in practices we know when we need to like focus, lock in, and we're gonna have fun in practice, but we're gonna know we need to lock in.
Me too.
If you guys want to say anything else,
Wait, I just forgot the question.
Anything you wanted to add to that last question?
I forgot the question.
Coach. Well, you made it. You guys have a good program.
She makes us run a lot. So we're definitely going to be conditioned this year, for sure. It is so, oh my gosh, like sprinting, it kills us. But it's going to help us coming, like, when the season starts, for sure. That's probably the highest thing, because we run all the time.
There's nothing false about that statement.
Okay.
Well, again, so we want to thank Jefferson and Cameron and Kendall and Coach Hott for you guys joining us today for HTS EPAC Media Day. Wish you guys the best of luck this season, and we hope you guys accomplish all your goals and good luck. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Coach Hott and Jefferson, appreciate you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, blinked out on that last question. She said I forgot the question.
Did I?
Here at the barn, we have been making dreams come true since 1972, where we help women feel their most beautiful for any occasion, from pageant, homecoming, and prom gowns, to walking down the aisle in the perfect wedding gown alongside their bridesmaid and their family. Stop by to meet your stylist today to find an affordable gown, and we do offer layaway.
Welcome to Cookies and Milk Child Care Center. We have 2 locations conveniently located in Kernersville and Martinsburg. Our mission is to be the leading provider of higher quality care and education services for children ages 6 months to 12 years of age. We provide the highest quality child care available at an affordable cost. For more information, contact us at 304-901-2961.
Juan is the ultimate hype guy. I love him. He's always positive. He's always pepping them up and firing them up.
Parker, work, Parker, work, Parker, work, 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 work.
Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
Hey, I'm Jeremiah.
And I'm Braden, and we are Brothers Bin Blasting, your bin blasting all-stars.
A unique sanitizing service begins right after your local trash collection. With a scheduled pickup time and location, we arrive promptly to clean your bins on the spot.
Our advanced 360-degree cleaning heads and pressurized water heated to over 200 degrees ensures a powerful blast blasting away 99% of all germs and bacteria. Visit our website at brosbinblasting.com and use code GETBLASTED to receive 50% off your first cleaning.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back into the 2025 HTS EPAC Media Day. I'm your host, Drew Pitzer, and again, now we're being joined by the Washington High School girls basketball team, coached by Coach Edwards. And again, today we have Michaela Michaels, Tamia Perry, and Natalia Holmes with us today. Coach, I'm going to start with you. Last year, coming off a very successful season, 18-5. You guys went 9-1 in the conference. It was the 7th seed in the state tournament. You lost to your top scorers from last year, both 1,000-point scorers. What's your team's identity going to be like this year, and how are you going to enforce that kind of every day?
I think over the last month, we've been our main focus has been toughness and physicality, and I think they've welcomed that, they've embraced it. So I'm excited. I'm excited for them, and I think they're ready for the challenge. They're ready.
So, Coach, like you just mentioned, there's a leadership vacuum, there's a talent vacuum from where you lost a season ago, and I'm assuming that it's being filled by the ladies that you brought with you today, right? Can you expand on why you picked these 3 players to come in?
Michaela's been with us for 4 years. Tamia has been a three-year starter. Natalia's coming in, filling in some big shoes, like you mentioned. Obviously losing Lexi and Mary, we understand what they brought to the program, but these 3 are ready, and they've been focused. I'm loving their leadership, just on and off the court. They've been handling things the right way, conducting themselves the right way. So we're excited for how they've been producing and just evolving and developing as basketball girls.
Yeah, Coach, in the years I've known you, it seems like the watchword for this team is very simple: do your job. How are they doing this point?
Like I said, over the last month, I like where we've progressed. I really do. I thought we had a good off season, kind of building and just kind of establishing how we want to play this year, and they've embraced it. And I think they're ready for it. They're ready.
I have a question for Natalia. You being a senior, stepping into that leadership role as a team, what have you done in the off season to prepare for that role, knowing that everything that you've been watching and being criticized for the teams?
Yeah, I just think it kind of starts just by setting a good example just for the younger girls, and kind of making sure that definitely the freshmen that are coming up to varsity, just kind of helping them find their own way and kind of see how they can improve, but also just having someone to be there. We're all not best friends on the team, but we all know that we can go to someone on the team, and if we have family problems, team problems, they know they can come to me. So.
Being a sophomore, you have a lot of communication in a leadership role. Obviously, your coach has trusted you and he sees that you have what it takes to be that leader. What steps are you taking to step into that leadership role?
I'm just gonna do whatever my coaches ask to help my teammates and just to win. Yep.
Okay, so to me, I have 2 questions. I got another question.
Sure.
So to me, obviously, 3-year starter now at this point. You're a junior, so upperclassman. What is something that you really improved on your game, and what is also something that you want to improve on as you go into your junior year?
Something that I've really improved on is definitely
when my coaches tell me to do something, it's just being like, yes, coach, and move on and not harp on it. And I think I'd like to continue to improve on that too, because I have my moments sometimes, and that goes for my teammates too. If they tell me to do something, then or fix myself, then I just be like, okay, and move on.
For sure. I mean, being coachable and being accountable,
Yes.
I think that's the biggest mark of a person and character. And I definitely tell we all have our times where we're not our best, so don't ever hold yourselves too down for that. But again, Coach, I'm gonna go with you. Obviously, you have 3 phenomenal characters up here with you today. Can you kind of go over a little bit of their skill set, for each one of them, and what makes them so special for your team?
Natalia, she's tenacious. She's constant. Just defensively, she's an animal, and I love it. And she's going to continue to bring it, and I never have to question that. She's going to do that. I think with Michaela has grown. She's evolved, just not only as a basketball player, but just as a person. And I love that in her. I love that for her. She's going to Mount Aloysius next year, so we're excited about that. We're excited to see her continue to grow, and I love that for her. And she's put a lot of work in, so I'm really pleased with that. And Tamia's a bull. She's a bull, and when she gets going, she's a problem. So I love the fact that, how strong she is. She's a worker in the weight room. So we're, I just love what they've been doing over this thing. And I'm hard on them, don't get me wrong, but I love what they're doing. I'm really pleased with what they're doing.
Michaela and Tamia, I've felt the last 4 years I've been here that the EPAC's been a pretty guard dominant. You guys were a bigger team last year, and it seems as though you're going to be a bigger team relative to the conference this year. So I guess I'll start with that. Michaela, do you feel as though this is one of the bigger teams in the conference? You guys can have some advantage inside?
Yeah, I think we're definitely going to try to, maybe touch the paint a lot more. But also, I think with our bigs, we're not just, bigs. We're going to take it down the court. We're going to take you one-on-one. We're going to shoot the 3. So, yes,
Don't give them too much.
Oh, sorry.
Don't give them too much.
But yeah. But definitely, yeah, I think we're definitely going to try to impact the paint a lot more and take advantage of just the smaller guards around EPAC.
So then building off of that, to me, is there an expectation for you guys night in, night out? You want to win the rebound battle? You want to defend shots in the room? Feel as though you want to use that size to your advantage?
Yes, definitely win the rebound battle, because if we don't, there's going to be some problems. So, yeah.
You're going to be facing some new opponents, with the 2 regions. Specifically, I think Preston's coming in, University, Morgantown, Wheeling Park. You're seeing some different teams. What's your take on it to make things tough to beat them?
I think we just have to be aggressive, because those teams are definitely more aggressive than what we've seen. And yeah, so I think our aggression.
I think just overall our depth, I think, is a little better this year. I think we have multiple pieces who are able to be impactful on the court on both ends of the floor. So that's what I'm really, and like I said, we losing 2,000-point scores, and kind of, they've been the focal point of our offense. But I think we're more versatile this year, and our depth is better. Yeah, for sure.
One more question for each of the panelists, and Coach, this one's for you. Obviously, you speak on losing, your top 2 scorers from last year. You're going to be more versatile. And I know I'm not trying to ask you to explain on that a little bit, but how deep in the bench do you expect to go? Do you still expect to only go about 6 or 7, or do you want to get to about 10?
We're going to be about 9 or 10.
I like that.
Absolutely. We're going to be about 9 or 10.
Makes you definitely more, like you said, versatile.
Yes.
More options. It's tougher to defend a team that has a bunch of people that can score rather than having 2. So I know you guys are going to be really open to getting a lot more shots amongst the rest of your team.
Absolutely.
Coach, my most frustrating question for the last, I apologize. You've had a hell of a good team the last couple of years. Musselman, who went down with you a couple of years ago, was great. Spring Wilson went down last year, was great. And every year, the EPAC teams are 7th and 8th. Is it because you play very tough teams that are out of state, it's hard for the rest of the state to rectify it? What's it going to take for an EPAC team to win a first-round state tournament game, get that seeding higher?
I think for us, and I'll say this, over the first couple years, just trying to schedule, I felt like we hit the road. I mean, we went to Charleston, we went to Wheeling, we went to Fairmont, and then even last year, and we're also in a situation where we're closer to Maryland, we're closer to Virginia, so the resources aren't there to go overnight trips, 4 or 5 times a year. So we try to schedule our out-of-state opponents as tough as possible as well. Unfortunately, they just don't get the recognition because no one actually looks at their record or look at what they've completed. And if you really look at it, we've played teams who have either they've lost in their state semifinals or they've lost in their finals or whatever it was. But I think that with this year we have more in-state opponents, so that could attribute to it. Last year, I think that, the out was, just being honest, I think us losing to University here didn't help us, right before the state tournament. So it kind of put us, the first 2 years we were at an 8 seed. Last year we did bump up to a 7. But, we're going to play our schedule and we're going to be the best we can be, and then we'll go from there. But we're not going to make excuses about our seeding. We intend on getting to state and we intend on winning. That's who we are.
Favorite WNBA player? Who would like to answer that question? Go ahead.
Asia Wilson. The GOAT. Yeah.
Go right down the line.
Probably Paige Beckers right now. She's a dog coming in, so.
Asia Wilson.
Yeah, are you asking as a team or individually? Oh, as a team? I feel like everything. Yeah, we want to play them and we want them to come off that court being we don't want to play Washington again. We want to walk in that gym when we play them again and then be dang, we got Washington tonight. That's how we want them to feel at the end of the day.
Well, again, we appreciate you ladies and coach for taking your time to come join us again today. Again, this is a really great opportunity for all of our youth athletes to come out here for EPAC Media Day. We wish you guys nothing but the best of luck this year. Hopefully go down to the tournament, maybe get a little higher seed, get you Absolutely. This is Washington High School girls basketball. We wish you guys the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. All right, thank you.
Oh, we did good.
Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
Hey, I'm Jeremiah.
And I'm Braden, and we are Brothers Bin Blasting, your bin blasting all-stars.
A unique sanitizing service begins right after your local trash collection. With a scheduled pickup time and location, we arrive promptly to clean your bins on the spot.
Our advanced 360-degree cleaning heads and pressurized water heated to over 200 degrees ensures a powerful blast blasting away 99% of all germs and bacteria. Visit our website at brosbinblasting.com and use code GETBLASTED to receive 50% off your first cleaning.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality. Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle with True Performance Fitness. I'm one of the owners here. True Performance Fitness as a whole, we brought this gym to the area and we wanted to bring every walk of fitness in one building. So that's exactly what we did. We have strongman, powerlifting, bodybuilding, CrossFit. We have posing rooms, a full turf, a full track outside. We even have a basketball court. We wanted everything to be under one roof. So that's just kind of the thing that we did. We also went out and we made sure that we got top of the line equipment. We also make sure that all the pads and everything are getting replaced and all the machines are being taken care of properly. That's just something we strive to do for this community. We also like to give back to the community with donations, fundraisers, and other stuff for like kids and the families around. So that's just kind of who we are as a gym, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys.
This is Jimmy, General Manager at Ameritech Tire and Auto, here to serve you with all your auto repair and service needs. We are a family-owned business serving our community since 2003. We work on all makes and models from vintage cars and trucks to collectors to today's latest, newest vehicles. So stop in and see us at one of our 2 locations. See you soon.
And welcome back, everyone, to the Home Team Sports TV 2025 EPAC BD Day. Again, I'm your host, Drew Pitzer. Now we have Musselman girls basketball coached by Tim Potter up here. And Coach, I'll go ahead and get you started. But before we do so, I want to give a shout out to Maya King, Brianna Benjamin. Is it Benjamin, correct? Benjamin. Okay. And then Emily Stevens. So those are our 3 players from Musselman up here today. And Coach, this is a couple years now. You guys made it to the state tournament 2 years ago. What is it going to take for you to find your way back to Charleston and ultimately compete there to try to win a state championship?
Well, it's consistency, and that starts with the off season. That's where we really try to make our mark. It's not just show up in October, November. It's a year-round thing. So it was, from reflecting back to year one, it was just the rebuilding process, getting everyone familiar to buy into that, which we did. Year one, they came out with a bang and made states, which was great. And last year, if you think back, we were 1 play away from making states again. Little heartbreaker there. So they're pretty hungry to get back in there. So just consistency. If you had to summarize it in short in 1 word, that's what I would put it on.
Coach, when I think about your style of play, up-tempo, defense, get out in transition, now Jasmine was a large part of that. Graduates from a season ago, do you still plan on playing the same way?
Yes, very up-tempo. She did. Her and Nevaeh Thompson both were pretty big pieces in that the last couple of years. But we'll still play the same way. We're gonna get up and down. It's gonna look a little different this year. We won't go in detail, but you'll see pretty early. We still want to get after and get up and down, and we're still a defense energy first team. That's not going to change.
Team identity. How would you describe yourself at this point? What kind of identity? Do you have what kind of identity do you want to have?
Defense and effort. Those are the big 2 things I want to go off of. If you can buy into those 2 things, everything else will fill in. Offense, as I always tell them, your shot, you're going to have off days. You're not going to make every shot, but one thing that can be guaranteed is your effort and your defense. So those are the big 2 principles that I look for to be the focal point.
Coach obviously brought you guys up here, so he sees you guys as leaders. So heading into this offseason, what have you guys done to take those steps to continue to be the leaders on and off the court for your teammates?
I think definitely showing up in the offseason has been our top example of leadership. We all reach out to everybody, telling them when practice is and telling them to show up.
I think that, like she said, coming to off-season stuff and working together, and we all communicate. So,
yeah, I agree with both of them. I think being vocal is the main part. We're definitely even in the locker room, the weight room, not just the court. We're vocal everywhere. So I think that plays a big part, big role.
So again, this is a kind of a less general about basketball, but I'll go ahead and I'll ask you too, Maya. And who's the funniest player on the team?
I would say Soliana Shibley.
Okay. And Brianna, who's the most serious player on the team?
I say Emily.
Okay.
I think.
I can definitely see Emily's got the glasses. And Emily, I'll ask you, what does it mean to play for Coach Potter? And is he a difficult guy to play for? Because I know he's a tough dude, man.
He's not a tough guy to play for. He's very understanding, but when you mess up, he's pretty strict, and he's not going to play with you. But I like playing for Coach Potter.
Perfect. Well, I appreciate you guys. Give over to Lucas.
Let me rattle up two really quickly. Emily, we just heard from 3 programs. We're going to hear from 2 more in the EPAC. They all talked about ball pressure. They all talked about defense. What's it like being a ball handler in this league? I mean, every night you're going up against some pretty hard ball pressure.
Yeah, it's always challenging. I mean, I just got to keep my head up and know that I have my team to help me if I ever do get in trouble. Yeah.
And Coach, I see a lot of balance with the players you brought tonight. You got a ball handler, you got a wing, and a forward. I mean, do you feel as though this is a team that's deep? How deep do you think you can be, 8-9 off the bench?
I want to say yes. We're still figuring some of that out, but what I will say is I like the depth. I like the kids we have. We have a lot of pieces, like you mentioned it. I think we're pretty strong in a couple of different areas, and I'm excited just to see where we're at. We're going to find out right away tomorrow night because our schedule's pretty tough. We're coming right out the gate with Parkersburg South and Charleston Catholic, who just won the state tournament. So we're going to find out where we're really at. But I feel really good. I really do. I think there's a possibility of that, but it's one of those things where time will tell.
Toughest non-conference team on your schedule. Is that what you just mentioned?
They'll be up there, yes. I mean, I have to think through here. Charleston Catholic will probably, I would imagine, would be if you're running up, trying to top off that. We do have Wheeling Park. I know they lost some pieces, but it's Wheeling Park. They're always going to be good. They're now in our conference. Who else we think, girls? You feel the same way?
Yeah.
I think.
South Carolina.
Well, yeah, we're going to South Carolina, so the number 4 team in the nation's in there. So if we run into them on the bracket, that'll be the answer. But they're on the opposite side of the bracket. But I'd probably take a guess. It might be someone from there.
Coach, I'll ask you, what makes this team different this year than last year and gives you the hope that you guys can take that next step?
I think it's maturity because last year we were overall pretty young. We only had 2 seniors, so we had good sophomore class and we had some juniors, and now they have an extra year of experience. And I think we took some lumps there last year where we had some internal things we were trying to figure out. But I think that's helped them grow into this year and get them ready to take that step. I just love the togetherness they have. I think, like I've noticed between the past 2 years, especially last year to this year, is just the consistency, number one, and number 2 is when things get tough, they've been able to shake that off and keep going through it. Last year I felt like when things got really tough, I think we would implode more times than not. And I see some differences, especially with the off season and going into this year. So I'm looking forward to watching that.
Again, this is Musselman High School girls basketball coached by Tim Potter. We really appreciate you guys coming out here and taking part of the ACS Media Day. And we wish you guys the best of luck going into the season. And hopefully, hey, I'm a Musselman guy, so hopefully we'll be back in the tournament. Again, thank you, Coach Potter. Thank you, ladies. We hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
Absolutely.
Good luck this season.
Thank you. Guys.
And we're going to take a quick commercial break. Hear a word from our sponsors if you're watching on
Luke always won.
Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
Looking to enhance the beauty of your outdoor space? Look no further than R&L Landscapes. We understand that your outdoor space is more than just a yard. It's a place where memories are made with loved ones and where you find peace and tranquility. Our team of professionals will work closely with you to bring your vision to life. From expert design and installation to meticulous maintenance, we are committed to delivering breathtaking results that will make your neighbors green with envy. With our state-of-the-art equipment, we guarantee exceptional craftsmanship that will withstand the test of time. Contact R&L Landscapes today and let us turn your dreams into reality.
understand that each client is unique and has their own real estate needs. Whether you are buying, selling, renting, or a seasoned investor, I got your back. My name is Cheryl Yates, an award-winning realtor with ERA Liberty Realty.
I've known Cheryl Yates for over 30 years now, and I've always found her to be the consummate real estate professional. On a personal level, Cheryl has handled 3 sales for us over the past 15 years or so and has done an excellent job on each and every one of them. She communicates extremely well, and you never have to worry about where you're at in the sales process.
What I like about Cheryl is she's dependable, she's on time, she's flexible, and she works hard to get the job done. We had our sales very quickly through Cheryl Yates.
Whatever your real estate needs may be, remember me. I'm the key to buying or selling your home.
Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
Here at the barn, we have been making dreams come true since 1972, where we help women feel their most beautiful for any occasion, from pageant, homecoming, and prom gowns to walking down the aisle in the perfect wedding gown alongside their bridesmaid and their family. Stop by to meet your stylist today to find an affordable gown, and we do offer layaway.
Hello everyone, welcome back into Home Team Sports TV EPAC Media Day here in 2025 season. Today we have the Hedgesville girls basketball team coached by Coach Shanholzer. Again, Coach, I'm going to start with you. You know, obviously you're trying to take a team and really rebuild them to try to be competitive and get back to the state tournament. What do you think it's going to take this season to kind of build it in building blocks?
I think it's going to take, obviously a lot of hard work and understanding from our girls. Year 2 in the program with me and my coaching staff, we've definitely tried to revamp things and get more commitment to the off-season stuff. Summer was a big improvement for us, and obviously, every day in practice, executing, following, our practice plan, working on our emphasis for each day, and just really focusing on the little things, every single day, day in and day out.
Talk about the 3 players you brought with us, or with you, their strengths and what you think they're going to bring this season.
Yeah, so next to me is Maggie Boyer. Maggie's a senior this year. She's been part of the program for 4 years. So obviously she brings a great deal of leadership. Each of these girls is one of our captains this year. And so, Maggie has progressively become a better and better ball handler as she's progressed through the program. And her outside shooting is one of the things that makes her very lethal on offense. But her presence off the court I've always said since I got here that Maggie's kind of my my intermediary between me and the girls. Being from the boys' side of things, coming to the girls' side of things can be a little different. And Maggie usually helps me stay level-headed and communicate better with them. So Riley is a junior this year. She was a standout on the soccer field before she got to us. Obviously, she came in from Philip Barber, and we're lucky to have her. Last year I think she was one of the top scorers in the EPAC. I think like 250-plus points. And her ability to get to the rim is second to none. And so she's a creative basketball player. She obviously adds a different dimension of things we can do offensively with her handling the ball. So initially we had her off the ball last year, and then midway through moved to the point guard. And she's just really been the engine for our team offensively. And she continues to develop her outside shot all the time as well. So the more she progresses, the older she gets, she's getting better and better with that. And then down there at the end is Jovi Graham. Jovi's a sophomore. She's part of that large freshman class we had last year. And Jovi's kind of like our stalwart defensive player. Go get the other team's best player, lock down. She's tough as nails. She plays football in the off season. Multi-sport athlete down there as well. And so her intensity and her voice defensively has really been a big thing that's kind of gluing that together. So.
Coach, an award, team chemistry at this point.
Excellent. I thought that, like, tonight we probably had one of our best practices of all time. We're talking on defense. We're knowing our matchups. We're knowing what we're expected to do, how we handling this, how we handling that. And we're talking. And the other big thing is this season we should be having fun. We got a great group of girls. We're a young group. And, every day, we want to get better. Yeah, we want to be competitive. Yeah, we want to win games. And I think we're going to do that. But at the end of the day, let's have fun. And, we got a goofy group of girls. I'm sure there's a couple bus drivers for Berkeley County that can tell you about them. But, no, we're having fun. And, opening the season earlier this week, long bus ride to East Hardy. Well, long van ride, I should say. I know they had some fun in there. So, yep.
Steps have you guys taken as leaders to really step into that role for your team? Because it's going to be very important in the rebuild for you guys to be able to be looked up by your teammates.
Yeah, totally. For me especially, I just try to make sure I'm there for the girls, off the court and on the court. No matter what they're going through, hey, you do know you can come to me. I'm that open, I'm that listening ear for them. And especially on the court too, just communicating with them, letting them know, trying to help out when they don't understand things, and honestly, sometimes even helping you out. Definitely.
I agree with Maggie a little bit. In practice, getting the energy up, getting people talking, knowing what we're doing. If we're confused, they always know they can ask one of us, and we'll help them out and not just be confused.
Yeah, I agree. Bringing everyone together to talk during practice and talk on the court in general, and having the ability to lead the other girls just shows
So we have one more question each from all the panelists, and Coach, I'll start with you. Obviously you brought these three, and they're very impactful, and you can just see their overall exuberance. What do you think it will take this season to kind of get over that hump and really get competitive within the EPAC, so you can actually get a ticket out to the state tournament? Tournament? Obviously, there's only 2 regions now, so it's going to be even more difficult than it was in years past. But what do you think it will take for you guys to kind of get over that hump?
Execution and lack of getting in our own way. Our biggest issue last year was turnovers. I mean, if you just had to circle one thing that really killed us was turnovers. There are certain games where we had 40+. And so we try to talk about, next open blue jersey, next open white jersey, whatever color we're in that night, and just stop making the boneheaded plays. obviously that came from youth last year. We didn't play. We had 2 seniors that didn't play a whole lot. We started 3 freshmen, and now that large freshman group are sophomores, and they're making smarter plays. They're executing better. They're seeing the floor better, and so we gotta hold on to the basketball more. We gotta stop turning it over.
Before I give it back to you, Gracie Brown came back and she's playing now, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I didn't know she was playing at volleyball or not. So give it for you.
Riley, did you play your freshman year in Philip Morgan?
Yes, I did.
Can you explain the difference? And that's kind of Central West Virginia basketball now here in the EPAC. Is there a noticeable difference playing in 2 different areas of the state?
Yeah, there is. It's less competitive back where I used to be. It's a lot more competitive in the EPAC, and there's a lot more teams and a lot more. It's just a lot more than there was back home. So, yeah.
Describe the goofiest moment you've had in practice where things kind of went crazy, but a kind of a fun thing.
Do you remember the ball getting stuck? So someone shot the ball and it got stuck in the rim and the backboard.
It got jammed.
And we spent 5 to 10 minutes trying to get it out. All of us just throwing it.
But not only did that happen, 30 minutes into practice again, it happened again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And he was getting a little mad at us.
Yeah, he was like, come on, guys. We kept trying to get the ball.
Yeah, it's great.
Last question for you, Coach. What is a successful season for your team this year? What would that look like?
It's definitely going to be success within the EPAC. How do we stack up against the Musselmans, the Washingtons, Martinsburgs that have been perennial powerhouses the last couple of years? Last year we were able to get one to go over Jefferson, but that was the first EPAC win that Hedgesville had, I think. Yeah. So we're 1-whatever against the other teams. As far as on the court success, I'll measure it based on how we compete with the people around us. But off the court, do we still like each other at the end of the day? That'll be the true goal. But yeah.
Well, again, we want to thank you, Coach, and you ladies for coming up here and joining us for Home Team Sports TV EPAC Media Day, and we wish you guys the best of luck this season. And hopefully you can turn around. Everybody's not 0-0 now, but within the EPAC, you're 0-0. It's a whole new season. So again, we wish you best of luck, Home Team Sports TV. And again, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Hear a word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV. Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
Hey, I'm Jeremiah.
And I'm Braden, and we are Brothers Bin Blasting, your bin blasting all-stars.
A unique sanitizing service begins right after your local trash collection. With a scheduled pickup time and location, we arrive promptly to clean your bins on the spot.
Our advanced 360-degree cleaning heads and pressurized water heated to over 200 degrees ensures a powerful blast blasting away 99% of all germs and bacteria. Visit our website at brosbinblasting.com and use code GETBLASTED to receive 50% off your first cleaning.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the 2025 Home Team Sports TV Media Day. Now we are moving on to the boys side of things, and we have Hedgesville boys basketball, coached by Coach Kelly Church. And Coach Church, this first question will be for you. Obviously, the goal at the end of the year is always to cut down the nets and win a state championship. You have a relatively younger team, graduated a lot of seniors from last year. What are you going to determine a success this year, regardless of the win and loss record?
Well, I think that if all you do is you base it off wins and losses, or whether or not you cut down nets, then that means out of the 28 years I've been at Hedgesville, we had one successful year. I think that's ludicrous, ridiculous, whatever you want to say. So we don't judge our successes or get overly caught up worrying about wins and losses along the way. We're very process-oriented. We worry about being better tomorrow than we were today. And what I say, I mean that literally. We try to talk about things at practice, like what are we better at today? You know, what did you learn from practice today? You know, and again, it is a process. Jude's a sophomore, right? And so, but he's only a sophomore. Well, you know, by December, you know, he better be a junior. The kids that are freshmen, and we have some freshmen that are going to play. Some of them may start if they are the ones who deserve to start. We don't care what grade you're in. We don't care how big you are. So whoever the ones who deserve to start, that's who's going to go first. And so, I'm sure along the way we'll take some lumps as we grow up a little bit. But you know, we're excited for the challenge. And in terms of what makes it a successful year, whether it's Brennan when he graduates or Jude who doesn't graduate for a few years, when they graduate and then they turn out to be good fathers, good husbands, good people in our community that are employable, that everyone here and that they would want to employ, then it's a successful year.
I like that answer. Go ahead and hand it over to JD.
Yeah, Coach Church, just want to kind of, this is a little bit different of a question. You know, you just pointed out you've been in this position 28 years here, and you're the longest tenured coach in the EPAC. So what kind of advice, we have a lot of young, new up-and-coming coaches here in the EPAC over the last couple of years. A couple of them even played under you. I know Ryan did and Kyle. What kind of advice do you give to those young guys that are trying to, develop their own way here in the EPAC and in their coaching career?
Well, no matter what, you have to be true to what your personality is. You can't copy someone else. It just doesn't work that way. The best advice I could give to Ryan is have media day at your school so it doesn't affect practice. And look at that. He was pretty successful with that, so he's already off to a good start. The reality of it is, like, Shannon Layton was on our staff. That's three of the guys that are head coaches. Coach Shan Holzer was on my staff. The Jefferson coach, also on the staff before. So, it's very flattering to me. Everybody talks about, like, at the college level, is there a coaching tree? And throughout my years, people will want to criticize certain things, like, is he too animated? Is he too this? Is he too that? I know this I'm hard on our kids. Our practices aren't easy. They're extremely difficult. But it's for a reason. It's not just to be difficult. And then no matter what, like, the thing that sometimes becomes difficult for me is people see, you see game night, and they think, well, it's Coach Church on game night. I couldn't have, and I just said hello to Ryan, but then, Coach Basile and his staff walked in with their kids, and I couldn't have any more respect for them and what they do. Everybody's not the same. I don't think everybody needs to be the same. But in the end, those other guys, those other coaches, whether it's on the boys' realm or on the girls' side of things, they have to be true to who they are. They shouldn't just pull stuff that they learned from me. I'm sure they learned some good stuff from me and some stuff maybe they wanted to do different. But the biggest thing that I can tell them is the same thing that I told all of them that they were a part of it, whether it be as a player or as one of my assistant coaches. Like, the reality of this, man, it's all about the relationships. That's what it's all about. I have relationships now with people that I met in this business at the college level over 30 years ago. I do a Zoom call and a Bible study with people that I was on the basketball team with in college, 35 years ago. So, it's all about the relationships, and if you keep that in perspective, no matter what, certain parents aren't going to like you when their kid doesn't play. Certain kids are going to get grumpy when they don't play. Everybody wants to play. We understand that. But along the way, when it's all said and done, you're going to remember a lot more about the bus trips and the interactions and the relationships than you ever are about whether you won or lost a basketball game.
Right. Well said, Coach. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, let's keep it simple with the players. Is it Jude? Talk about your style of play offensively and defensively. How are you going to score your points, and what kind of defender are you?
You so they're going to scout.
This one is Jude.
I think this year we're going to be shooting a lot more threes. We're going to be shooting a lot more
just pushing the pace more. A lot of times in the past we've played with discipline and waited for the other team to make a mistake, and this year we're going to be pushing the ball more.
So you specifically, do you view yourself as one of those shooters?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and same for you, Brendan. Offensively, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, obviously this is my point guard right here, so he's the one, getting trapped more than me, but I'm working on it. And but yeah, like he said, we're not afraid to attack the other teams. We're not just gonna pass for the whole quarter and then hope that they make the mistake. We're gonna attack them, and we're gonna try and play our brand of basketball, and we're gonna do the best we can. We prepare like that every day.
Jude, your assessment of the team chemistry at this point heading into the start of the season?
I think our team chemistry is amazing. I think our team this year is built. We have young guys, we have some older guys, but we're all teammates. We're all like great people on and off the court. And I think that the conversations in the locker room, the conversations whenever we're off the court in practice, I think they all build team chemistry, and we have very good team chemistry this year.
This is a question for both of you. Just hearing your coach talk, I can feel the energy from the coach that's listening to not only his players, but as men as well. You guys just give me a rundown of how you guys enjoy working with your coach and being under him. How would you guys explain?
Yeah, I mean, this is my third year on the varsity team, and just as I've grown as a young man, really, Coach Church has
practice.
That's the timer, but
time for practice, baby. I love it.
yeah, I mean, he's honestly, me personally, I don't live with my biological father. I live with just my single mom, and a lot of the times he kind of fills that role of a father, teaching me lessons on and off the court during school. You know, he's a teacher at the school. Anytime I need him, I can go to him and have those hard conversations that I would have with a father figure. It's important to have that in a coach, and I think he does a really good job of that.
Yeah, I mean, I think of Coach as like a second dad to me. He's like a great role model. He's not just teaching us basketball, he's teaching us life lessons. He's always there to help. Like, if you're ever at a dark point, you talk to him, and he'll help you with whatever you need.
We'll have one more question for all the panelists, because I know you guys got to get to practice, get to running,
All right.
get a feet chopping. So I'll ask both of you guys, and Brendan and Jude. Brendan, I'll start with you. What's one misconception about Coach Church that you wish that you could kind of eliminate?
I mean, obviously during the games he gets a little tempered, but that's just but I think the biggest misconception, at least with the officials, whenever he seems to be yelling at the officials, he's yelling to them. I'll use myself as an example. Maybe I don't box out. He's yelling at the ref, why is Brendan not boxing out? I tell him every day in practice to box out. Why is he not doing it? He's not arguing with them. He just cares about us, and he cares about us giving our best efforts. So.
And you see that exuberance. I mean, Coach gets me, and I'm an old man now, so I'll go ahead and go to you, Jude. So, this is obviously you're a sophomore, so this is a little bit different for you. Coming to the season, what do you want to kind of build for yourself and kind of build a reputation for? Like, what is one thing you want to be known for as a player?
I want to be known for being a great teammate. I want to be known for being a good shooter. People have to close out on me. That brings opportunities for my teammates. Maybe shot fake and get to the rim, or shot fake and drive and hit a teammate. So shooting and being a good teammate.
Brendan, you mentioned Coach Church is kind of like, a father figure to you. So obviously he leads by example, for you young men. So how do you kind of feel going into being your senior year, taking on a much bigger leadership role this year?
Yeah, I mean, since I've been in the program, the main captain has been Noah Brown, and he's just been a really good example. I think he gets it a lot from Coach, and I'm just trying to model my leadership skills after that. And, there's time and place to goof around and be buddies with the teammates, but there's also a time during practice, during games, where you have to speak up if they're off track, get everybody on the same page so that we can all accomplish the same goal.
Yeah, Jude, I'll ask you this. You know, you're only a sophomore. You're going to have a big role this year on the varsity team. Just talk a little bit about what, we know that the games can get intense with Coach Church a lot, and as Brendan was just talking about, how intense are the practices?
They're long and they're intense. I mean, there's times where he's yelling at everyone, but he's not yelling at you to be mean. He's yelling at you because he wants you to do better and he knows you can. And then there's times where he needs to teach you, and he's getting better at not yelling at you then, and he's just teaching you what you need to learn, and yeah.
Awesome. Coach, you brought a sophomore with you tonight. You mentioned the possibility of maybe even starting freshmen in recent memory. Is this a relatively young team for you?
Well, sure. The last time we looked back and thought about it some, Jordan Reed and J.R. Mayles both started as freshmen. So it was it's quite a while ago. My good haircut comes from J.R. Mayles now. No offense, but he's in the same business. So so it's been a while. Sheldon Everhart started as a freshman. He was one. I don't know that both of the freshmen will start. We have 3 on the roster. All 3 of them are going to get a chance to play some in varsity games. As you guys go through the questions and stuff, and it's like the intensity, the toughness, how hard his practice is, and man, like I mean this like not in a frivolous way. Like, my gosh, why would you want it anywhere else? We live in a society where like I can ask that we have custodians at our school. Who are nighttime custodians? Brendan, pick one.
Bucky.
Nighttime Rob.
You have to know that.
Yeah, you got to know the custodians, man. Like, you have to know their names. You have to say hi to them every time you see them in the hallway. You have to. You have to do all those things. All those things matter. And again, like we're growing up in a soft world, man. It's just soft. And holding kids accountable. One day, somewhere along the way, in real life, and very kind words, right? Somewhere along the way, Brendan Townsend, not as a kid, but as a young man, is going to face adversity. He's going to face things that are tough. And when he faces those tough things, when that flight or fight principle takes over inside his body, does he wilt, or does he stand up as a young man and do what he has to do? And I don't mean fight somebody. I mean, do you take care of business at work? Do you whatever it is that you have to do? Do you lose your job and you got to go find a different job and you got a day to get it done because you got to pay bills because you got a wife and kids? You have to have faced adversity to handle adversity. It doesn't make you a mean parent if your kid falls down, if you encourage them to get up. You don't have to always pick them up off the ground. They got to know that they can always come back to you and that you love them and you care about them. We talk about it all the time, like, I don't believe in tough love. I just believe in love. Sometimes it's tough. Tough conversations. What about tough conversations?
They have to happen.
Yeah, they have to happen. They don't have to be tough. They just have to be had. We talk about those things every single day in practice. Every single day. There's a new or at least, reiterated life lesson because, in the end, no dad. Like my dad died when I was a little kid. As far as I am to you guys right in front of me. And so, my high school basketball coach and then Jerry Wainwright, who was a college coach forever and is very famous. And those are my father figures and mentors. And they instilled upon me the importance of no matter what, you're going to be the best person you can be. None of us are perfect. We're all going to make mistakes. But how you do anything is how you do everything, man. So give great effort and let the chips fall where they may. Our style of play is going to be different. Not hiding it from anybody. Like we're playing different. We can't play young guys that have some talented. They're talented basketball players. They have some skill. We can't think we're going to play. We're sitting here at Washington High School. I can't think we're going to pass the ball. We don't have Noah Brown to dribble the ball around for 75 minutes. It's not going to happen. We cannot play where we're going to be passive. We're going to have to play more aggressive, which, other teams are probably, well, sweet. We're not going to have to just chase them around. I'm sure they feel that way. But, we have to take the mentality, like, if you want to come get us, and we're going to see if we can hit an open three.
So, and we unfortunately kind of had to close this out a little bit earlier, but, we want to say thank you, Coach Church, for coming up here today, and you guys, Brendan and Jude, for taking time to come out here. We really want to wish you guys the best of luck this season. Obviously, you have a great coach right there, great program, 28 years in, and the second longest tenured coach.
Actually, it's the longest. You got it right, because Dave was off when I got here. So the way tenure works is, like, it's a start to a finish, and if you take a break, you stay tenured. So I appreciate the compliment. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I am wrong again, ladies and gentlemen. Hedgesville boys basketball, coached by Coach Kelly Church in his 28th season. We're going to wish you guys best of luck, and we're going to take a quick commercial break. Hear a word from our sponsors. Watch Home Team Sports TV.
Fitness, I'm one of the owners here. True Performance Fitness as a whole, we brought this gym to the area and we wanted to bring every walk of fitness in one building. So that's exactly what we did. We have strongman, powerlifting, bodybuilding, CrossFit. We have posing rooms, a full turf, a full track outside. We even have a basketball court. We wanted everything to be under one roof. So that's just kind of the thing that we did. We also went out and we made sure that we got top of the line equipment. We also make sure that all the pads and everything are getting replaced and all the machines are being taken care of properly. That's just something we strive to do for this community. We also like to give back to the community with donations, fundraisers, and other stuff for like kids and families around. So that's just kind of who we are as a gym, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys.
This is Jimmy, General Manager at Ameritech Tire and Auto, here to serve you with all your auto repair and service needs. We are a family-owned business serving our community since 2003. We work on all makes and models, from vintage cars and trucks to collectors to today's latest, newest vehicles. So stop in and see us at one of our 2 locations. See you soon.
Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
Looking to enhance the meaning of your
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Home Team Sports TV. We're at the 2025 EPAC Media Day at Washington High School. And now we have the Washington boys basketball team coached by Coach Ryan Miller, going into your 3rd season, right, Coach?
Yes, sir.
Again, so this team is extremely talented. You see Sia, you see Chris, you see Chet. What do you expect from these 3 up here? And obviously, what do you expect from your team overall this season?
Yeah, expect a lot from these guys. Chris. I've known Chris forever, only coached him for 3 years, but these other 2 guys I had in middle school as well. So, we talked about this in practice every day. They know what the expectation is the minute they step foot in the gym. And so it makes my job and life a little bit easier as a coach. We've talked about the program being more player-led, especially now that we know expectations. And, like I said, they know how things go. And even though we're playing a little bit different this year, I think they know exactly what I expect on the floor. And I think my team knows that. And kind of circled the 3rd year. When you're a head coach, the 3rd year is always when you want your stuff in and you think you can make a leap, and I think we're on the right path to that.
Yeah, you got a good mix this year of young and old guys, and it seemed like you have a lot of experience coming back. So what's kind of the biggest improvement that you want to see this year versus last year?
I think for us, we harp on all the time is toughness, right? And I don't just mean going to hit somebody on a rebound or anything like that. Like, can you bounce back from a bad possession, a bad shot, a bad play? I think at times younger teams struggle with that. And so in the court, there's never been a basketball game without a turnover. And you bounce back from that turnover, or do you dwell on it and compound it into 3 or 4 more? At times, I think in the past we've turned bad plays into 2 or 3 bad plays or a bad sequence, right? This year, it's a bad play, you move on from it, and we go to the next one. And I think we've done a good job of that so far.
Chris, this is a great conference. It's not often you get a lot of 4-year starters, but that's what you're trending towards being. I mean, you see a noticeable difference from, getting minutes as a freshman and never playing high school ball to going into your senior season where you're a little bit of a leader. Can you feel a difference?
Yes, sir. Big difference.
Very good.
Coach, you have to replace, we mentioned this, we really can't replace 2 big men, but how do you compensate for losing your 2 big men?
So when you guys see us, you're going to see that we have replaced our 2 big men by playing as fast as possible. I would venture to say we're probably going to be one of the fastest-paced teams in the state. And if we aren't, then we're not doing our job as a program and as players and as coaches. That's what we want to do. Like Kelly said, there's no secrets. This is what they want to do. This is what we want to do. We're going to get up and down the floor. I think we can go, 9, 10 deep and pretty confident in that. And because of that, we're going to play to our style. When you don't have big men, and Chet does a great job inside, but he's not 6'8" like George. He's not 6'8" like Michael. He brings a different skill set though. Like Chet can handle the ball. He can bring the ball up the floor. He can shoot it. And when you got 2 point guards, luckily we have 2 of them, like these 2 guys, and other guards around them, and kids that are really athletic and can shoot it. This is what fits us. So contrasting styles compared to last year where we ran a lot of sets and slowed it down a little bit. This year it's go. We got to go. Put our foot on the gas.
This is a question for all three. What have you seen in the off season that has led you guys to believe that you guys are ready to take that next step to look around this year?
Let me go first. I feel like we have worked on leadership, especially as us 3. We have worked together to speak more because, we are pretty quiet off and on the court. So I feel like that's definitely a skill we've been working on. And then building the leadership brings all the teams together, so that it makes us mesh well, whether it's on or off the court. So it just helps us whenever we're on the court.
I think definitely staying connected as a team. We've all played with each other since Little League, so we know. But I think going into year 3, everybody that's going to get minutes has played with each other for 3 years now.
Just the chemistry, and then we're just a lot tougher playing against tougher teams, more competitive teams and stuff like that.
Last round of questions for the panel. Again, I'm going to start with you guys and go to Chet and go to Chris. What do you think will it take for you guys not only to get to the state tournament this year, which will be the first appearance in over 10 years for the program, but what will you think it will take to get there and also be competitive in the state tournament?
I think it starts with us as leaders, being able to keep the team together, whether it's a bad shot or maybe a tough loss the game before. I feel like us 3 as a leadership should be able to hold the team together. And then our ability to play fast and be able to draw multiple defenders to kick out to shooters, because I feel like we're a pretty well shooting team. It creates open shots for everybody else, and I feel like that's pretty hard to stop.
Definitely toughness, like Miller said. Bouncing back from a bad play, or even 50-50 balls have to be ours.
Perfect. Chris, this will be a little bit different question for you. Obviously you guys lost DJ Forley, and he was part of U2 in the Big 3 last year, really your scoring. How are you going to go about, probably facing U2, facing a lot more pressure without having really a relief valve, and DJ was such a hot scorer? What are you guys going to do a little bit differently on offense end?
We don't really feel no pressure to score, because everybody can score the ball pretty well. But me and Sai, we push well in transition. Chet trails our rim runs very well, so it's just easy buckets.
And I love easy buckets.
This question is for all 3 of you guys if you want to answer. What kind of improvements have you guys made as an individual, like things that you did this summer, key things that you all worked on to elevate your all's game? We'll start with you, Sai.
I feel like I've been working a lot with confidence and my shooting ability, because, I'm pretty confident in driving or creating anything for my teammates, but I feel like if I was to pick something, the one thing I was lacking was somewhat of shooting ability. So I feel like as much shots as I'm getting up, maybe multiple workouts each day, I feel like that has definitely brought my game to the next level.
Chet?
Definitely getting stronger in the gym, getting more healthy every day, staying healthy.
Right. Stay healthy for sure.
Yeah.
Staying healthy, getting stronger a lot. Been in the weight room at least 4 to 6 times a week.
Coach, us in the media, we love our storylines, and a really big one with you getting hired and then Coach Van Meter getting hired at Jefferson last year. Connections to each other, connections to Coach Church. 1 year deep now into that rivalry. Has it really blossomed into what you want it to be? Is that a game that you don't have to say this if you don't want to? You guys have circled your place, their place. Kind of how you've kind of grown into that rivalry.
Yeah, I only circle one game at a time, but I know the dates of those Jefferson games. If you got 2 schools in a county, you got best friends coaching each school, you got multiple players who have played at both schools. That game's fun, and I enjoy coaching in it. We've done pretty good so far. They got us once last year, but it's always fun. Coach Van Meter and I talk all the time, most days, right? And so there's really no secrets going into that game. So what's fun for me is that it really does become on these guys. Like, you know, he would say the same thing. If you ask him the same question, he will. Like, Kyle knows what I'm going to do. I know what he's going to do. And they're going to mirror each other a lot, just to be honest with you. So, you know, it comes down to, are the 5 guys on the floor better than their 5? And as a coach, you can just kind of take a step back at times and appreciate that, right? You know, that game is supposed to be, you hate each other, but you respect each other. And I think it's gotten to that point. I don't think, you know, and again, not to toot my own horn, it's these guys, right? It wasn't like that for a long time in our county. And so we've gotten back to that game is a big game every time we touch the floor. And so, you know, I'm excited about it. It's always fun to coach against one of your friends. And it's, you know, Kyle says this all the time, like, we go into that game and then we call each other right after and talk about, you know, I'll talk about Chris having a bad turnover or Chet missing a layup or something like that, and then we kind of laugh about it, right? And so it's fun to coach in because you're coaching against one of your best friends, and you get to see guys who you love and care about go compete at the highest level. So it's really fun.
We got time for one more question, Bill.
Chris, what's the most unusual thing that's happened in practice?
Bill, be careful, boy.
It's got to be quiet. I don't even want to know the for you.
I don't even know. Do you have anything to check?
Oh, just
I don't even know.
Just Miller kicking basketballs at the bleachers.
I punter in a former life, so we're good at punting those basketballs sometimes. Hey man, that's what the ceiling has paid a couple times. So.
Well, again, we want to thank Washington High School and Coach Ryan Miller for bringing his guys out here, giving Chris Goldman, Chet Gord, and Josiah King joining from the Washington basketball team. We wish you guys the best of luck this season. We can't wait to cover you guys. You guys make sure to stay right here. Up next, we have Musselman boys basketball coached by Derek Basile coming up next. Thank you guys for watching Sports TV.
Of your outdoor space, look no further than R&L Landscapes. We understand that your outdoor space is more than just a yard. It's a place where memories are made with loved ones and where you find peace and tranquility. Our team of professionals will work closely with you to bring your vision to life. From expert design and installation to meticulous maintenance, we are committed to delivering breathtaking results that will make your neighbors green with envy. With our state-of-the-art equipment, we guarantee exceptional craftsmanship that will withstand the test of time. Contact R&L Landscapes today and let us turn your dreams into reality.
I understand that each client is unique and has their own real estate needs. Whether you are buying, selling, renting, or a seasoned investor, I got your back. My name is Cheryl Yates, an award-winning realtor with ERA Liberty Realty.
I've known Cheryl Yates for over 30 years now, and I've always found her to be the consummate real estate professional. On a personal level, Cheryl has handled 3 sales for us over the past 15 years or so and has done an excellent job on each and every one of them. She communicates extremely well, and you never have to worry about where you're at in the sales process.
What I like about Cheryl is she's dependable, she's on time, she's flexible, and she works hard to get the job done. We had our sales very quickly through Cheryl Yates. Whatever your real estate needs may be, remember me. I'm the key to buying or selling your home.
Welcome back, everyone, to Home Team Sports TV, the 2025 EPAC BD Day, where I'm your host, Drew Pitzer, and now we have Musselman High School boys basketball, coached by Coach Derek Basile. And Coach, I'll start with you. Obviously, I got to play for you many, many moons ago. What do you think is the biggest difference in the program from 10 years ago to now?
You know, I don't think there's really a lot of difference, really. I think we still do things the same way, same emphasis on the same stuff. If you probably came to practice today, it'd be the same as it was in 2015. We try to keep it simple. We try to keep it doing the things that we do well, things we've done over the past several years. So I don't think things have changed too much.
Coach, I know you've been around quite a while too, just like Coach Church and stuff. So we talk a lot about the kids and what they've improved on. But as a coach that's been in the game for quite a while, what improvements do you try to make year to year?
I think every day it's something different. I learn every day. Obviously, you make mistakes every day, and I try to learn from my mistakes and try to do things differently, try to find different ways to teach things. And I brought on, we have a great staff, and those guys bring a lot of new stuff to it. Coach Venable's here tonight, and he does a lot of great things with the guys, a lot of new stuff. Coach Jackson, Coach DeMassey, and, these guys, they do a great job, so they bring a lot of fresh stuff in as well. Coach Hartman's been with me for a long time. So, I think it's a collaborative effort. So I think we have changed in things we do, adding new things, and, so there's been changes.
Is Colton on stage? Colton? Yeah. Talk about your decision. You didn't play football last year, but you played this year. Why did you decide to get back on the gridiron?
I just went to all their games and watched all my teammates that I used to play with, and I just missed it so much, so I wanted to come back out.
I feel like it gives you a bit of a physical edge going into basketball season. You just spent the whole fall hitting people. Yeah.
Anyone can answer this question. Fill in the blanks. We will qualify for states. Yep.
We stay together through adversity.
We back down and never give up.
Don't be shy, fella.
Play team ball.
Selflessness. Don't be selfish.
All right, this is a question for all four of you. Who do you model your game after in the NBA and why?
Can you repeat the question? I couldn't hear you.
Who do you model your game after in the NBA and why?
I say Shaquille O'Neal.
Very dominant on the court.
Not even that, just like play style, physical. That's it.
Kyrie Irving.
Maybe like Klay Thompson, like someone who played through the system, can hit open shots and stuff like that.
Yeah. Probably Derek White. He does his role. He knows his job.
Okay. So, this will be kind of a question for all you guys again. Obviously, Musselman trying to get back to the state tournament. The 5-year stretch where it went from 15 to 20, and Bill kind of asked you what it would take to get there. But what would it mean to each one of you guys to get Musselman back there and to ultimately compete to try to get a state championship? Now I'll start with you again, Keyshawn.
I can't really give an answer to that one.
It would mean a lot, though, wouldn't it? I mean, that's what you played for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Cole?
Yeah, it would mean a lot.
It would, I don't know, just seeing all the other teams that have made it, that I feel like we've competed with in the EPAC throughout the years. I feel like I'm just ready to just win that extra game and get there. But
I tell you what, ain't nothing like seeing Coach Still put on his dancing shoes. That's one of my favorites. I'm sure you guys want to get that done, but I'll go ahead and pass it over to you.
Yeah, that's a question for all four of you guys. What game, are you guys on the schedule you're most looking forward to? Could be EPAC or outside the EPAC.
I'd say our Florida trip.
Orlando, baby.
All of them.
Washington.
Washington.
Yeah, probably all of them.
So, Keyshawn, you're just talking about Shaq. The problem is you don't see a lot of traditional big men in basketball anymore. Got to be able to get up and down the floor. And you're a guy with a tremendous amount of athleticism. Can you talk about that? I mean, you're quick in the open court. I mean, you seem like a guy that really likes to try to get to the rim, right?
Yeah, I like to just take the easy way, just try to attack the rim as much as possible, finish as strong as I can.
Coach, going from 4 regions to what kind of adjustment do you have to make in that situation?
It's really different. We've changed. Seems like every year it's different. Somebody's different in the section, somebody's different in the region. So for a north-south division, it's a lot. It's really different. We're pretty used to playing those other schools. We played University a lot through the years. We played Morgantown. So, going on that end of the state, you're not only seeing how they're doing, but you're seeing how they're competing against the other people in the Eastern Panhandle. So trying to gauge where everybody kind of lands, it's a little more challenging, especially this year because, when they went to this, our schedules were already done. So it wasn't like you could go back and reschedule people. So the challenge of trying to figure out, who would do well against this team, that's a little challenging this year. I think next year, it'll kind of even out because I think you'll be able to play some of those teams. But it's definitely different. Definitely different.
This will be the last question. Coach picked you forward to come up here. Obviously, that's a big deal coming from the team. What have you guys done, or what are you currently doing to step into that leadership role that coach has obviously picked you?
Having each other's backs and holding each other accountable.
Communicating in practice and picking each other up when we need each other.
Us all being seniors, just being leaders and picking up the younger kids because we have some younger players on our team, so being able to pick them up.
Always trying to outwork the next guy. So.
Well, again, fellas, we really appreciate you guys coming out here. Home Team Sports TV, EPAC Media Day. Thank you, Coach Yusuf, for bringing the guys. I know you are incredibly busy, but we want to wish you guys the best of luck as the season's getting ready to start up. Hopefully, you guys accomplish all your dreams. And as a Musselman guy, I want to see them go to the tournament too. So I'll be biased. But again, thank you guys for showing up. Really appreciate y'all. Good luck.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we're going to take a quick commercial break. Hear a word from our sponsors. Watching Home Team Sports TV. Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
Hey, I'm Jeremiah.
And I'm Braden, and we are Brothers Bin Blasting, your bin blasting all-stars.
A unique sanitizing service begins right after your local trash collection. With a scheduled pickup time and location, we arrive promptly to clean your bins on the spot.
Our advanced 360-degree cleaning heads and pressurized water heated to over 200 degrees ensures a powerful blast blasting away 99% of all germs and bacteria. Visit our website at brosbinblasting.com and use code GETBLASTED to receive 50% off your first cleaning.
Everyone to Home Team Sports TV, where I'm your host, Drew Pitzer, at the 2025 EPAC Media Day. And now we have the Martinsburg Bulldogs up next, and with Coach Dave Rogers. And Coach, I'll start with you. Obviously you've been around the area for a really long time. One of the biggest names in the game. You got to coach against Randy Moss and Jason Williams. What is the biggest difference from the game now than what it was back in the early 90s?
I don't know that the game has changed a lot, but kids have more things to do. Sometimes they don't put the time in, the dedication they need to put in the game to make themselves good. Basketball, folks, is a tough game. I can only put 5 on the floor, and you cannot specialize in one area. You got to shoot it, pass it, you got to run, you got to rebound it, you got to play defense. you've got to work at basketball, and there's only 5 of you, and we can't hide you. So, but yeah, the game has changed a lot, and I'm not sure it's for the best, but you know what? It's like everything else. You better change with the system, or it's not going to work for you either.
Right, the game will go by you if you don't change with it.
Sure will.
Yeah, like Drew mentioned, you've been around this game here in East Savannah for quite a number of years. What makes the basketball here in the EPAC so unique compared to the rest of the state?
Well, I think we're all competitive. It's just amazing how competitive it is with each other. They've changed that format where we at least get 2 out of here now. We used to sometimes only get 1 out of here. I don't think we have the crowds anywhere, though, like we used to have. We were talking the other day, back in the day, if you were playing Jefferson High School and you weren't in a 6 o'clock game, if you weren't in your seat by 6:15, you didn't get in the door. So, there are some rivalries, and we're getting better. It's just, but the more competitive it is, and the more you're going to be able to draw the crowds, and the kids love to play in front of large crowds.
Coach, I remember back in the day when I was a school, I know those games were at Shepherd.
Oh, yeah. Well, because we couldn't get them in all the high school gyms. We had to go to Shepherd. Nice venue.
Coach, a lot of seniors graduated last year. It seemed that you took down to Charleston. You've got a sophomore and a junior with you now. So is it fair to say this is a younger roster?
Very young. We graduated 7 seniors. We may not have a senior on the ball club. If we do, it would probably be 1 at the most. We will have freshmen on the varsity. We've got a lot of sophomores. We got 5 or 6 juniors. So yes, we're very young, but I tell you what, the young men that we have are working very hard and have dedicated themselves, and as long as they play together and believe in each other and do what they're supposed to do and follow the system, I think we can be successful.
He's been around again a long time. Young men coming into your system.
Does that mean I'm old?
You're just right, bro.
But again, young men coming into your program, how quickly do they adjust to your style of play, Dave Rogers' style?
Well, they do, because they like to, I don't know, I think this year we're going to walk the ball up the floor. We're going to play nothing but zone. No, that would drive them nuts too. They want to get up and down the floor. They want to play. And I'm old school, and what you just said is probably true. They need to adjust to our style. I think 12 can adjust to 1. I can't adjust to 12 different styles. So they buy in. As long as they buy in and do what they're asked to do, and the old cliche is 5 guys can be there, all 5 can do it wrong, but if you do it together, it's probably going to work.
Yeah, I think we're just trying to do it together. Rather than with us being so young, there's not really a senior to do it, for us. And I think we've done a good job stepping up. There's a couple of us that have taken a leadership role, but I don't think there's just one leader. I think we're all doing it together, and we're trying to do it the best we can without, just breaking off and having different groups and different leaders rather than,
And with me, this is my first year in high school, so I'm really just new to this. I'm really just taking role into the older guys and picking up on what they're doing.
This is Rico's 2nd year playing basketball. Yeah. A nice young man. Great. These 2 guys are great people. They're great students. As I look around, I'm sitting here looking at our schedule, and I almost apologize to them for setting that schedule up, because it is a tough one. And yet at the same time, we're not going to go out here and pick up teams that we know we can beat by 30, 40 points. That doesn't make us any better. Our tournament alone starts out with Tuscarora, Virginia. They're one of the best teams around. And King's Christian out of Maryland, Gainesville out of Virginia, Washington is with us, and North County out of Maryland. We play Tuscarora, Virginia, and Tuscarora, Maryland. We go to the CTC tournament and play South Charleston on one night, Princeton on the next. We've got the EPAC, which is going to be very, very tough. We have Combine Academy out of North Carolina coming in. We've got Morgantown. We've got University. We've got Boyd County, Kentucky, and Parkersburg South at West Virginia State. We've got Beckley home and away. So, folks, it's a toughie. And if these guys aren't ready to play every night, it's going to be an ugly year. If they're ready to play and we're competitive, and that's all we ask, be competitive. You have to want to compete.
We'll have one more round of questions for the panelists, but Coach, obviously you keep saying you've been around the block, but you got the best hair here, so.
You sure it's mine?
Yeah, I'm just kidding. Any time of the day, I got more gray than you have. So, but what keeps you kind of coming back around and saying, hey, I just love this so much? And it's refreshing to see somebody still with the loyalty of you that's been around the program for so long. What keeps you coming back here every year?
I think these guys, they keep you young. They keep you wanting to be doing what you're doing. Maybe teach them something, help them through life. It's like everything else. You'll know when to get out. I know when I got out of being a principal, everybody says when you want to retire, you will know. It's like getting married. You will know who you're supposed to marry. And a lot of my buddies got out of the administration when I didn't, and I said I'm not ready. And about a year later, it just hit me. I don't want to do this anymore. So, but right now, I like basketball. I like teaching. I like being around the young people. Like still staying involved. And as long as I have my health and as long as I enjoy what I'm doing, I'm there. I've got great assistants, Marcellus Basie and Jalen Jackson, and we just hired Caleb Bowers. He's the leading scorer in Williamsport High history and played at Frostburg. Got a great coaching staff that work with these young people. So we've got to have fun. We traveled this summer. We were at the beach. We're at team camps. And that's fun, too, to do it in the off season. It is.
And Rico, Coach mentioned that this is only your second year of basketball. So what have you seen the improvements from your first year to this year coming in?
So high school is really just more of a high pace type of style. And I'm really just trying to work on improving to that pace to really try to go D1. So I'm looking up to my older guys on my team, and I'm expecting them to help me out and lead me in the right direction.
Cody, are you going to be handling the wall up this year?
I probably won't be running the 1, but I'll be more of like a 2-3, like on the wing. And we're going to play a lot of transition this year, and we're going to get up and down. So, I mean, you're probably going to catch me sprinting down the sideline trying to get to the corner as fast as possible. That way we can set up.
Well, regardless, what's it like being a guard in the EPAC? I mean, a lot of ball pressure in this league.
Oh, 100%.
It's got to be a really physical, as a guard, a really physical league to play in.
100%. It's a battle every night. Like you can't go into a game thinking you're going to win. I mean, looking at that schedule, I mean, there's not a game on it where I think, we're expected to beat them by 30. Like it's just we're gonna battle night in and night out, and I think we're up for the task.
Before I give it over to Bill, I just want to say you look just like your dad here.
At the risk of having my cell phone blow up, I think we're going to see a shot in West Virginia.
I was on the board of directors for 10 years, and that came up when I was back on the board. I'm okay with that. I really am. I'm surprised it's not here now.
I think it delays the athletes to go to the next level and have to play with the shot clock. And I know it hurt me. So.
And the way we play, we're not going to run it out anyway. Yeah. But I'm going to tell you what, Cody played for our JV team last year, and he decided he wanted to be a basketball player. Tell these people how much weight you've lost.
I've lost around 60 pounds right now.
Yeah.
From last year.
What's your secret? I mean, I got to figure it out.
Just eating the right foods, trusting in the staff 100%. Coming to none of that. But coming to the workouts, every time that we had a workout, I was there, and I tried to be the hardest worker in the gym, and just eating the right foods and just trusting in the staff.
Cody he'll be one of the best shooters in the EPAC this year. He has really worked on his game. He's lost weight. He wants to play. Another big surprise for us is, of course, we have Kamar Green, who will only be a sophomore, but we have his brother who's a junior, Micah. Micah was on our JV team at about 6'4", maybe. So now he's dropped about 30, and he is now legit 6'9". So we've got a 6'9" with a body inside that can throw that jump hook. And then when you get that size inside and then they double, we're going to kick it out. So, you get surprises every year that you're not sure of how they're going to come back in, but they do. And hopefully, it will be Monday, we'll get 5 or 6 football players. But it's like that for us every year, and we wish them luck. Go Dogs tomorrow, and bring back another one, and then we'll start our season.
Coach, I really appreciate all the engagement with Coach at home and live. So really appreciate the Bulldogs coming up here today, enjoying ACS EPAC Media Day. Again, we want to wish you guys the best of luck. Coach Rogers, thank you for everything you do. Hope you stay as long as you want to, my friend. And good luck this season, fellas.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, sir. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here. Word for our sponsor. You're watching Home Team Sports TV. Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
Hey, I'm Jeremiah.
And I'm Braden, and we are Brothers Bin Blasting, your bin blasting all-stars.
A unique sanitizing service begins right after your local trash collection. With a scheduled pickup time and location, we arrive promptly to clean your bins on the spot.
Our advanced 360-degree cleaning heads and pressurized water heated to over 200 degrees ensures a powerful blast blasting away 99% of all germs and bacteria. Visit our website at brosbinblasting.com and use code GETBLASTED to receive 50% off your first cleaning.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality.
Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle with True Performance Fitness. I'm one of the owners here. True Performance Fitness as a whole, we brought this gym to the area and we wanted to bring every walk of fitness in one building. So that's exactly what we did. We have strongman, powerlifting, bodybuilding, CrossFit. We have posing rooms, a full turf, a full track outside. We even have a basketball court. We wanted everything to be under one roof. So that's just kind of the thing that we did. We also went out and we made sure that we got top of the line equipment. We also make sure that all the pads and everything are getting replaced and all the machines are being taken care of properly. That's just something we strive to do for this community. We also like to give back to the community with donations, fundraisers, and other stuff for like kids and the families around. So that's just kind of who we are as a gym, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys.
This is Jimmy, General Manager at Ameritech Tire and Auto, here to serve you with all your auto repair and service needs. We are a family-owned business serving our community since 2003. We work on all makes and models from vintage cars and trucks to collectors to today's latest, newest vehicles. So stop in and see us at one of our 2 locations. See you soon.
And welcome back, everyone, to Home Team Sports TV, where it's 2025 EPAC Media Day. Again, I'm your host, Drew Pitzer, and we're running a little bit behind, but now we have the Jefferson boys basketball team up here, coached by Kyle Van Meter, going into your second year, coach. Obviously you lose one of the school's best players in history, with Jamari Jenkins, but you also have this roster up here that's extremely talented as well. How do you look to kind of replace his production and build going into your second year at home?
I don't think you replace Jamari Jenkins. It's just not somebody you can replace in the EPAC. He's been a great player for the 4 years he was there. But what this group realized, what we've realized as a team is, one person doesn't have to replace it. In our 2 scrimmages, we've had different top 2 or 3 leading scorers in both scrimmages. Over the summer, we were our best when everybody scored 7, 8, 9 points, and we were able to really contribute the ball. And so that part becomes good. They're starting to get into their role. They're starting to feel comfortable playing together, and that's a tribute to an off-season that we had, where last year we didn't get any of that. And so I really think that this group has come together knowing that we don't have to have one person replace Jamari. It's a 15-man roster, and all 15 can kind of step up and take some of that heat.
Yeah, like Drew said, it's your second year. Last year, first year as a head coach here at Jefferson. So what kind of things do you think that you can improve on from last year to this year?
The main one, and I think we started doing it a little towards the end, but I can trust my staff a lot more. Give them some stuff that they can do, and they can help me out a lot, and that's been critical. Last year, towards the end of the season, I just told them do all the subbing, do those type of things. So that part helped. But the main thing is, we have one transfer come in. We have a whole team coming back in the program where we all know each other. We all know what we want to do. And I think that's the main thing. I don't want to say it was rushed last year, but it was very quickly happened, and now all of a sudden we get time to prep and do those things. And we're a very senior-heavy team. We got 10 seniors on our team this year. So, we're going to be a team that's played and been around each other for a while, and I think that's going to help us.
Coach, introduce the players you brought with you and what you expect them to do well for you this year.
So right next to me I have Braylon Berry. Braylon's a senior. He's going to be one of our guards this year. I had Braylon when I was at Washington, and obviously the last 2 years. Bray's main thing, I need him to control the pace, and he's really gotten to that point where he can control the pace and kind of get us going. Takeem Drake, who's been a 4-year varsity player at Jefferson High School. I was telling Coach Hunter actually this today that you kind of look up and Takeem's stats don't show his game, because you kind of think, oh, well, there he is, but then you look up, he had 8 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. He's kind of the glue guy that kind of keeps us going. Titus Murray, all the way on the end, he's been a 4-year player at Jefferson. He's really stepped into a leadership role and trying to hold people accountable, keep people doing the things we need to do. And then I would argue Caden Parrish right there beside Takeem is the most athletic kid in the area. He's able to get to the rim. He plays above the rim. He likes to take on the job of guarding the best player. And so I really think that we have a good group of these guys right here, and then just the guys that we have going forward. Braden Swanson, who's an athletic kid that's there, and just some different guys that we have that are going to be really good for us this year.
Takeem, this is for you. This is a verbal but brief essay question. Why do I like Coach Van Meter?
Why do I like Coach Van Meter? I like Coach Van Meter because you could go to him about anything, and he'll be open and honest with you, and he'll give you feedback immediately. And if he's going to pull you out the game, it's never for something wrong. He's going to tell you what you do, what he wants you to do right, and then you're going to go right back in the game.
Thank you.
The short answer to that is they don't like me, and we want to be honest.
So you guys losing such a pivotal player, sounds like Coach is giving a lot of opportunities for each of you to shine. So in the offseason, what has each of you done to improve on your weakness to allow yourself to thrive in the role that the Coach is giving? I'll start with you, Brett.
Kind of just to build with another new team, get used to it, learn each other's ups and downs, and what I can do to be able to pick them back up when they get down on the court. If they make a bad pass, it's cool, just let's get back and let's hoop.
In the off season, I worked on my game, opening up all 3 levels of the scoring, knowing that we was losing the key scorer, and that I might be the next option to come up. But I'm a pass first player, first of all, so I made sure that I could work on my scoring game to help my teammates out.
I like to say over the summer, I took the weight room serious because I understand that if Coach wants me to guard any player on the court, I'm willing to do that. I'll be physical and just defend. And then I also found confidence in myself. I took a lot of time to work on the game, and coach believes in me to shoot, so I got to believe in myself to shoot.
Over the summer, I just played a lot against different competition down in the city, different elite camps, worked on my confidence and my mental game, and just becoming an overall leader in ball handling.
And this one's going to be for you, Keith. Obviously, coming off football season where you guys had a historic season, get to the semis for the first time in school history. How important is it for you to kind of get to the state tournament again this year in basketball? Something you didn't do, last year for the first time in about 4 or 5 years. I know you're trying to itch to get back.
Yeah.
How important is that for you to go play in Charleston?
Very important. That made me very happy. And me coming back, like, I made it to be where my teammates could either like me or not. Like, being that I'm freshly from football, like, I'm already applying my, like, leader, like, abilities. Yeah. So, like, it's either, like, you here to win and get all the way, or you can get out.
Like you guys said the same.
Right.
Braylon, this question's for you. Last year, had you and Jamari on the court a lot at the same time, but there was also times that you were running the one a lot. So talk about your role this year, because you're going to pretty much be that lead, number one this year. So talk about how that's going to, progress through the season.
My role this year, definitely a lot different. Definitely, like you said, going to have the ball in my hands a lot more. But I think I'm very prepared. I'm very ready for it, because at Washington, I had to adapt to having the ball in my hand, because at first, like, coming into high school, I wasn't that type of player. But over the years, I've adapted, and I feel very comfortable with, like, my secondary people, like, being able to kick it to them and them hit shots and things like that. So I feel very comfortable with it.
Obviously, Coach, everybody in the conference is your rival, but you've got a great relationship with Coach Miller, and we asked him this question earlier. I mean, how have you kind of seen one season into your tenure that rivalry kind of grow? Is that a game that you had circled?
I would say every game I have circled. Like, I'm excited to play all of them. With that, like, Coach Miller and I do a really good job. Like, we talk on the phone almost every morning, at least 2 times a week on the way to school each morning. We're texting every day. And so that week becomes a little different, because sometimes, like, you might not talk as much, or when the conversation it's kind of short, or just getting to the point and then moving on. But at the end of it, we always make sure we're going out and getting dinner that weekend, or talking on the phone for a little while, because at the end of the day, like, basketball is about relationships, and that's the key part of it. And so, like, that part will never go away, I think, between the two of us, no matter where we end up with it.
Fill in a blank. We will win the EPAC if.
We all as a team work together.
That's what I was just about to say. We play together.
We have 15 people, and all 15 have to play 100% effort every single time. I don't need them to score. We can win a game 2-0 as long as we give effort on the defensive end and pick each other up. I think that's the key to our success.
Well, again, fellas, we really appreciate you guys coming out here to the 2025 EPAC Media Day presented by Home Team Sports TV. Coach Kyle, maybe you're going to your second year. Now I know we have a personal relationship too, and I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule, and we just want to wish you guys the best of luck going into this season. So again, thank you to Jefferson High boys basketball, Coach Van Meter, for coming out here today. And we're going to take a quick commercial break to hear a word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
Looking to enhance the beauty of your outdoor space? Look no further than R&L Landscapes. We understand that your outdoor space is more than just a yard. It's a place where memories are made with loved ones and where you find peace and tranquility. Our team of professionals will work closely with you to bring your vision to life. From expert design and installation to meticulous maintenance, we are committed to delivering breathtaking results that will make your neighbors green with envy. With our state-of-the-art equipment, we guarantee exceptional craftsmanship that will withstand the test of time. Contact R&L Landscapes today and let us turn your dreams into reality.
I understand that each client is unique and has their own real estate needs. Whether you are buying, selling, renting, or a seasoned investor, I got your back. My name is Cheryl Yates, an award-winning realtor with ERA Liberty Realty.
I've known Cheryl Yates for over 30 years now, and I've always found her to be the consummate real estate professional. On a personal level, Cheryl has handled 3 sales for us over the past 15 years or so and has done an excellent job on each and every one of them. She communicates extremely well, and you never have to worry about where you're at in the sales process.
What I like about Cheryl is she's dependable, she's on time, she's flexible, and she works hard to get the job done. We had our sales very quickly through Cheryl Yates.
Whatever your real estate needs may be, remember me. I'm the key to buying or selling your home.
Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
Here at the barn, we have been making dreams come true since 1972, where we help women feel their most beautiful for any occasion, from pageant, homecoming, and prom gowns, to walking down the aisle in the perfect wedding gown alongside their bridesmaid and their family. Stop by to meet your stylist today to find an affordable gown, and we do offer layaway.
Welcome to Cookies and Milk Child Care Center. We have 2 locations conveniently located in Kernersville and Martinsburg. Our mission is to be the leading provider of higher quality care and education services for children ages 6 months to 12 years of age. We provide the highest quality child care available at an affordable cost. For more information, contact us at 304-901-2961.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2025 EPAC Media Day presented by Home Team Sports TV, where I'm your host, Drew Pitzer. And today we have the state champions from last year, the Spring Mills Cardinals, coached by Coach Shannon Layton. And Coach, I'm going to start with you. You know, obviously you did a great job filling as an interim role last year and ultimately winning the state championship. But what does it mean to you now that you have a full offseason with your guys? You got the football guys back as well. Shout out to West Virginia commit right there, Xavier Anderson. What do you expect of this group, though, to kind of build off what you guys built last year?
I expect the same excellence, honestly. These guys been playing at a high level for the last 4 years of their basketball career. This past season, over the summer, you know, we've been down to DC Live playing some of the top teams in the country. So with that, you know, that was strategic for a reason. So when we come back here, you know, we've pretty much seen what this country has to offer. And if we can compete on that level, I'm pretty confident that we can come here and take care of business like we did last year.
Yeah, and I got a little two-part for Coach Layton. You know, what's it going to take for you guys? You got to, you know, everybody's goal usually is to win, get to the state championship, win. You guys did that. So kind of without falling off this year, what do you got to do to kind of climb that ladder again? And that's the first part of the question. And then also, how do you replace a guy like Caleb Thomas?
Right. Honestly, I tell these guys, you know, even though we were fortunate enough to win a state championship last year, we have to work even harder this year. We're going to get everyone's best shot. So every day in practice, we have to get after it. And I tell you what, every single day since we started this season, the progression of practice has, and the intensity, I mean, it goes up every single day. And I'm telling them, they're trending in the right direction to be able to defend and make another run for a state championship. So they're doing what they have to do on their end. The coaches are doing what we have to do to prepare them for every game. So I'm pretty confident if we stick to this plan that we should have a successful season. And again, part two of the question was, what was it? Oh, Caleb. It's like this. It's difficult and almost impossible to replace a man like that. 6'7", can do it all, you know. Right. But again, you know, we have a core here, we have a program here, and it's always next man up. You know, we had a transfer come in from Musselman, another 6'7" kid, and in Santa Maria. The kid can shoot he can shoot the ball. He can, he can defend. You know, he can do it all as well. And again, as far as replacing Caleb, impossible to do. But again, next man up, and we're going to do what we have to do to be successful again this season.
Well, let me fire off two really quickly then. Tyler and Equazi, I mean, there's a lot of things you guys do well, but admittedly, you both shoot the hell out of the ball. Hey, Equazi at the state tournament last year, Tyler, you hit some shots. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I'll ask you this question. Do you guys think you could be the best shooting backcourt in the state?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we both put in equal amount of work in the gym, ton of shots up a day, even extra work. So we definitely have, we're definitely capable of that.
I mean, since we've been at Spring Mills, we've played one-on-one to practice. I mean, for at least half hour. I mean, it's back and forth. I mean, it's back and forth.
So piggyback off that, you got two great shooters, and obviously we just talked about Andon's really capable of shooting the ball. You got two guys here that can really sling it, and then you've got you and Andon in the middle X. I mean, that's a coach's dream, right? It's a pretty good balance you guys have.
Yeah. It's great having my two shooters right here, and then having Andon as a big. I can get all three of them the rock whenever I want to.
Yeah, the road to Charleston changes a little bit different. It's changed because you're going from 4 regions to 2 in Class 4A. What kind of adjustment do you have to make given you're not going to have like 4 regions, you're going to have 2? Anything you have to change at all?
Honestly, it to us it really makes no difference. At the end of the day, the best teams make it at the end. So at any point in time, you're going to have to face any given person in the state. And again, we start early in the summer, and we play some extremely tough teams to prepare ourselves for those moments at the end of the season. So these guys right here, they're all three of them seniors. They're seasoned, and they're ready to go for sure.
This is a question for all three of you. What do you want your identity to be this year? You play teams, and you get off the court. What do you want them to say about Spring Mills this year? How would you count?
I would say for me, it's our defensive intensity. I mean, because we can score. We're going to score points, but I mean, if we can hold teams at 10 points a quarter, like Coach always preaches, I mean, we're not going to lose a game. So I mean, if teams know they can't get more than 40 on us, I mean, we're going to score 60, 70 a night. I mean, it's going to be really hard to beat us. So I think just the defensive intensity's got to be up all 4 quarters, all 32 minutes.
I want teams to fear us. Okay, I mean, defensively, I feel like anybody on the court on our team could guard anybody. But I mean, if we keep working how we're working right now, we'll be state finalists for sure.
Yeah, like they said, they mentioned defense. I want our defense to be recognized. I think it's underappreciated. I know a lot of people, I hear a lot of talk that we lost a lot of people, won't be as good, but we'll prove them wrong. So, I gotta say.
Last round of questions this way. Quasi, I'm going to start with you. First of all, go ahead and state your name so people know how to say it.
A Quasi, a Poku, a Champong.
Okay, perfect. I used to say on Champong, so that was my fault. But again, I'm going to ask all three of you guys a pretty similar question. Not only did you lose Caleb Thomas, you lost Lokai Smith, you lost your brother Max. You lost a predominant core off that team last year. Maybe not necessarily the numbers-wise pertaining to Max, but that was really one of your focal pieces of your team. Quasi, how are you going to kind of step up? Because you're not necessarily the loudest guy, but how are you going to bring more of that vocal leadership to this team?
Yeah, already been working on it. The help of Zay, we both, me, Tyler, Zay, we're both leaders on the floor. Coach gives us a call, we're all going to echo it. Just encouraging teammates. We make mistakes. We're not yelling. We're just being leaders, putting them back up, stuff like that.
Perfect. And Coach, I'm actually going to bump to you. This will be my last part of that question. Obviously, you won a state championship last year, reached the mountaintop. You want to get back to that pinnacle. What's one thing that you guys have an area of improvement that you need to fix before you guys get to Charleston in March? And what are you going to be able to do to kind of rectify that?
Well, again, we've echoed it already. I tell them offense wins basketball games, defense wins championships. And if we look back at our championship game, it came down to a stop. And these guys know going into the state tournament, that's all I talked about. It's like after the second game where we kind of had a bit of a blowout game there, I was like, the last game's not going to be anything like that. It's going to come down to the last possession. And it definitely did. And again, we needed one stop, and they buckled down and got the stop that we needed. So again, if we need to improve on anything, it's understanding again that everyone's shooting for us.
Right.
We're going to get everyone's best shot this year, and we have to bring it every single night, no matter what, no nights off. So
before I give it over to JD, actually one of my buddies, he joined George Washington as a coach with the team that you guys beat in the state championship, and he tells me every day at the end of their practice, they have you guys pretty much on their mind. Like they think about that turnover they had that you got that steal last year. I just feel like that's something that you guys got to keep in the back of your mind. Just how he says that he got you. Everybody has you circled. I mean, that team that y'all beat in the state championship game is looking to get back at you guys. So that should also be in your mind as well. JD.
Xavier, this is a question for you. Obviously, losing Caleb this year, you got Andy coming in, who's going to play a huge role in his place. But for you, how much more or bigger does your role become now that Caleb's gone?
Honestly, I'm gonna keep playing my role. I'm gonna do what I'm doing. I mean, what Coach said, there's no replacing CT, but we got new factors on our team like Andon. So, I mean, Andon got to step into that role, and then that's it from there. Like, Andon's gonna do his thing.
Coach, obviously you've been around the area for a while, but your first full year as a head coach, one thing that makes the EPAC so special to me is this fraternity of coaches. You got two legends with Coach Rogers and Kelly, kind of younger guys with Kyle and Ryan, and then Derek, that's coaching royalty as well. Is that something that you've kind of sat with, knowing that you're a part of a really unique and colorful group of coaches?
Honestly, I've thought about it a few times. I coached with Coach Church for 3 years. When I first came back to West Virginia to coach. Started over in Virginia, went over to Maryland, decided to come back home because this is where I belong. And working with these guys, I know all the parents, all the families, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. And I was just telling the young man out there, I was like, anytime we head down the road to the state tournament, the Eastern Panhandle, usually we come together like we're one. And that's one thing that's special about this area, that we definitely do that. They don't care for us too much down there, but we're going to come down there and make some noise every single year. So.
Last question. I'm going to put you on the spot, Coach. Guys, at the end of the season, where would you like to go to dinner? And he's buying.
Where we went last year. I mean, what we did last year was Dave and Buster's. I would like to do that again.
Yeah, since we couldn't go to Disney World, we decided to go to Dave and Buster's. It was close. It was close. Yeah.
Well, again, we appreciate you, fellas.
All right.
Again, congratulations on the state championship last year, too. Whole new season, 0-0 now. I know you guys are excited to get after it. Us at Multi Sports, the rest of the columnists up here, I want to wish you guys good luck this season. Again, Coach Shannon Layton, head coach of the Springville Cardinals, and the rest of his guys here looking to repeat again as state champions. We really appreciate you guys. guys coming out. And again, good luck to see you, fellas.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And we're going to take just one final quick commercial break before we have this great Sprinkles Cardinals girls team come up to wrap us up for this evening. Thank you guys for tuning in. Watch It's live.
Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
Hey, I'm Jeremiah.
And I'm Braden, and we are Brothers Bin Blasting, your bin blasting all-stars.
A unique sanitizing service begins right after your local trash collection. With a scheduled pickup time and location, we arrive promptly to clean your bins on the spot.
Our advanced 360-degree cleaning heads and pressurized water heated to over 200 degrees ensures a powerful blast blasting away 99% of all germs and bacteria. Visit our website at brosbinblasting.com and use code GETBLASTED to receive 50% off your first cleaning.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality. Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle with True Performance Fitness. I'm one of the owners here. True Performance Fitness as a whole, we brought this gym to the area and we wanted to bring every walk of fitness in one building. So that's exactly what we did. We have strongman, powerlifting, bodybuilding, CrossFit. We have posing rooms, a full turf, a full track outside. We even have a basketball court. We wanted everything to be under one roof. So that's just kind of the thing that we did. We also went out and we made sure that we got top of the line equipment. We also make sure that all the pads and everything are getting replaced and all the machines are being taken care of properly. That's just something we strive to do for this community. We also like to give back to the community with donations, fundraisers, and other stuff for like kids and the families around. So that's just kind of who we are as a gym, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys.
And welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to the final part of the HTS Media Day for boys and girls basketball. Again, we had the Sprinkles Cardinals that came on a long road trip from Morgantown High School today to join us. So again, thank you, ladies. And I'll go ahead, Coach Page, I'll give you an opportunity to kind of introduce your team and tell us a little bit about them. I know they're all sophomores.
Yeah, so I have Rayleigh, Remy, and Kendall. These three, they show up every day. They work hard. These are our leaders here. They're young. They've been given a big task, but I think they're ready for it.
For sure, and obviously, probably replacing one of the best players in school history from last year. What are you going to do with this team? Obviously, to kind of fill that void. I know it's impossible to replace that, but in the same sense, what are you going to do to kind of replace those numbers?
Well, I feel like they were around Kyla a lot, so Kyla was able to give them pointers with things like that, and they're sponges, so they soaked up a lot of what she gave them, and I think with that. Today was rough for us, but we're learning. Again, they're young.
Competition?
Yes, that is one thing. Even tomorrow, we're going to Cabell Midland. and we have Hurricane this weekend. So they're just ready to put out what they all learned.
Perfect. And this will be my last final question for all three of you guys. Who is the funniest person on the team who's the most serious? We'll start with you first. You look like the most serious.
I think the most funniest is probably Erica Sampson. I think the most serious, I really don't know.
That's okay.
Jefferson.
Who's the funniest and most serious?
The most funny is, I would say, Kennedy, and the most serious is Kendall, probably.
Yeah, I would say what they both say. I would say Erica or Kennedy, and I would say most serious is Kendall.
Coach, what kind of stuff did you guys do throughout this summer, and then also the preseason leading up to trials and things, and then also part two, who do you think is your most improved player?
This summer we hit a lot of weight room. We hit that track a lot, the heat. So, yeah. And then getting into October, we started getting on-court stuff done, things like that. What was the second part?
Who do you feel like might be your most improved player coming in this year?
Honestly, I think they all improved a lot because last year they had different roles and things like that. Like, we have Kendall now. We threw her out of guard this year. Just never ever out there. Last year she played 4 and 5. Remy, she played JV a lot last year. Here we are telling her, hey, you got to be the point. So it's like different ways they've all improved. And then Rayleigh, she played the 2 and 3 beside Bree and Kyla. And again, she's another one where it's like you're getting thrown out there to the wolves. But they're all handling it. Yeah, they're all handling it.
That's the only way to learn, man.
Yep.
Thank you, Coach.
Well, I'll ask it to all the players. I mean, I was there with you guys at the Morgantown game today, and I know the scoreline wasn't what you wanted, but as the game got on, you did better against the press. What'd you learn from playing? That's the number one team in Quad A. What'd you learn playing them today?
You just gotta keep your head up. You can't let it get to you.
I would say, working with your teammates and knowing where the spot is on the court so you can have the correct passes.
I think the good communication and just keeping your head up and not letting it get you too down.
Bill?
What word best describes your team? One word.
From all of you.
Defense.
Supportive.
We can't be funny.
Funny. I say quiet.
They're not. They're not.
I say there's a little shy right now, huh?
Yeah.
Hey.
We've seen that you guys are a very young team. So stepping into that role in the off season, what have you learned? What do you want to continue to learn from being leaders of this team as your team?
Well, I've learned that sometimes you just have to take leadership and just show your team you're not out here to play around.
I've learned that you just gotta go on the court and just give it your all. Even when you come back with the results you didn't want, you gotta push forward for the next game.
You're a ray of sunshine. You know that?
Basically what both of them said. Just same thing.
Fellas, do you guys have any more questions?
I'll ask one more just for all three. So this is all three of you ladies. What do you guys bring to the team? What skill set, each one of you all's skill set, what do you bring to the team that's going to help this year? I'll start with you.
I feel like we all just work together.
Okay.
Yeah, like Brady said, everybody has their own little thing. What I would say, mine, just being there and just putting the plays together.
Right. Okay.
Blue.
I think defense. I think that's my best thing.
Okay. Well, again, we thank you guys. I know you are probably extremely tired, so nobody dealing with this old man. And thank you guys for your patience. We wish you guys the best of luck the rest of the way this year. I know it wasn't the results you wanted today, but again, had a very talented team. You guys have been state tournament perennial contenders every year. So we wish you guys the best of luck going into the season. We hope you guys have a great season.
Thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the HTS 2025 EPAC Media Day for boys and girls basketball. We want to thank all the teams that came out. We had all 12, all 6 boys and all 6 girls teams come out today and join us. So again, thank you all the coaches, everybody that's tuned in. We had over 1,500 people watching, tuned in today. So thank you guys for all the viewership. row, Bill Colley, and Luke Wiggs. Again, we really appreciate you guys tuning in and watching Media Day. We hope you guys have a good night. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.